Where am I? There we go. It is time to resume our Ministry of Justice route, where I am very confused on what the mystery is going to be here, because there is going to be something. I just have no idea what. I wanted to stream this originally yesterday, and I'll get into it once get it started. But I don't know what it was that happened. There were about like six police cars at the house across this, like not across the street as in like across my street, but right behind my house. And so my microphone was mostly just picking up police sirens, and so I just couldn't do anything, and I don't know what was going on, but that's a thing that happened. And so hopefully I'm able to finish this route today, because that's what I originally wanted to do, but split up into two. But instead, you know, maybe power through for another 7-8 hour stream. But yeah, Kikuri, welcome to the main island. Kikuri, call him I mean, and it goes back, you could call him rich, but they're on a completely different level. I think that goes into the whole saying of like there's rich and then there is wealthy. I guess that's what he's talking about. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they created an entire island after all. But don't you think this bridge looks a little old? It looks unsteady. It looks like that bridge from Shrek where he like shoved Donkey across. There's no other way across, no complaining. I mean, there was a boat down there, so why don't we just like take a boat? Because I remember when they showed the CG doing that, they had a dock on the left side. The reading of the will is at 11. We'll be late if we don't hurry. I'm not strict on punctuality, but I do hate being hurried along. Oh, and I mean, he's just going, he's just chill. I respect it. Oh, I gotta, let's see, let's check this out. This suspension bridge is very rickety. I hope it doesn't break while we're crossing. But I could have sworn there was, wait, investigate. What's, oh, okay, that is weird. The supports are damaged. Is this really going to be okay? I don't... Okay, I'm questioning. If you don't hurry up, I'll leave you here. I feel like we need to tell him this. Yeah, hold on. Like... Oh, never mind. Oh. Well, you're right next to the entrance, right? So you can just jump back. You got me run. Hurry, the bridge is going to collapse. Well, that went a bit faster than I expected on things going south. Like, it took me only about, I think, like 2 minutes into this. Did we, like, climb up, or did we just, like, outrun it falling? We made it. That one compensation, how we pay, right? I'm not the one that messed it up. Do not blame me for that. Yeah, it wasn't my fault. Like, someone cut it before we got here. The supports are already breaking. Yeah, and you should have told him that. I'm gonna sue for emotional distress. Nobody likes a greedy person, you know. Never mind that. We can't, I mean, I guess if there's a boat, like, why... I could have sworn there was a dock on the left side. I can't go back and look at the CG, but I could have sworn when they showed this place zoomed out that there was a dock on the left side. I really don't think I'm tripping on that. There's no need to panic, apparently. Exactly. Apparently there is a boat. So why didn't we just use the boat? Is that so good? I thought I was gonna be stuck here without those angels and face the time limit alone. I mean, hopefully you don't have to face the time limit. I'm still wondering what's going on with those angels, because I don't completely like, I completely don't trust them. Like, there is something going on with them. I believe they're mostly doing what they're saying they're doing. However, there's a lot of stuff that's suspicious about them. Like, they have the wire hanging up their halo. They have like a bunch of stuff that's kind of weird. I really don't know what it is, but there's just something weird going on there. This is Kikuri Mansion. Please try to be civil. Oh, before we go in, can I have some more of that? Oh, man wants to get he wants to get ahead of it before he goes in. I kind of respect it. Absolutely not. I mean, just let the man have some grass. I mean, it's just grass, you know. I mean, this place looks kind of nice. It's a huge mansion, right? This is the Kikuri main house. The head of the family was Kiyomasa Kikuri. I'm sure you've heard the name. Yeah, totally. Just nod and go along with it. Yeah, you've totally heard the name. Before he died, he was CEO of Kikuri Pharmaceuticals. I mean, that explains how they had this much wealth, if they were like the pharmaceutical company of the Shuten Order. Mainly focused on medical and industrial medicines and chemicals. His son apparently died of poisoning, the result of heavy metal use within his company. I wonder if, is it just like lead poisoning or like just, I mean, lead or mercury? I mean, I guess would mercury be a metal use or like just other stuff? He became so weak he seemed to know when he was going to die. That was about 3 months ago when I was brought in the help of his will. I mean, he doesn't know what's in the will. I feel like we've already asked him. Actually, no, he's read it, I think, because he was there when it was drafted. We just didn't ask. Yeah, what is written in the will? I can't say into the reading of the will later on today. As you're the witness, you'll hear everything. Don't worry. Also, I'll say this just in case. I want you to keep in mind that the possibility of Kiyomasa being murdered. Oh. So. Oh, not like. Okay, him being murdered for money is a low chance. I thought it meant like, hey, whatever I just told you about him being poisoned and all that, keep that kind of like, you know, keep that on the low. That's what I thought he meant. Okay, that makes more sense. At any rate, Kiyomasa himself denied it would ever happen. The heavy metals in his body slowly accumulated over 30 years before finally killing him. They weren't at levels you could force some into someone at once. That's why the chances are low. I mean, if it's someone good at poisoning, they could have just slowly done it. It was a badge of honor, one that showed how hard he worked. Is that what we're going with? By the way, how much is the inheritance? Probably in the billions. Jeez, okay. 10 buildings like the headquarters and still have money left over. It's just an estimate. It's probably more. Jeez. Yeah, like, rich is definitely not the right term. It's definitely wealth. Can't even imagine. Oh, hi there. Mr. Inugami, thank you for coming all this way. Here as always. Thank you. Who are you again? I was in charge of serving. Master, I am the maid, Yori Mizuno. Blessed to be the Shuten Order. Oh, we got a whole like character intro like here for and everything. Alright, Mizuno, you're so much cute. Okay, that's just messed up. You're so much cuter now that I didn't recognize you. Yeah, I'm the witness, Ray Shimobe, you know. I'll be introduced to everyone later. I mean, families gathered in the Great Hall. Will we be heading there directly? I mean, I imagine so. Because, you know, we gotta read the will, after all. Sorry for barging in, everyone. I'm here with the will. Oh, he's just gone. He's just like that one angel. Yes, what is it? This is awkward for me to say, but while we were coming here, the bridge gave out. Oh my, are you injured? I mean, I'm here standing. Can you I'm not injured. I did hear a loud bang earlier, so it was the bridge. It was so old that I was worried when it would finally collapse. It looks like everyone here won't be able to walk back. Don't worry, everyone's planning on staying here, but anyway, I shall take one of our servants with me and check the bridge. I mean, the bridge is gone. You're not going to be able to find anything. You should hurry to the Great Hall. Everyone will be waiting for you. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that smile that she has. She definitely did something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what mystery we're going to be solving here or what twists are going to be happening. But whatever it is, she did it. Like, look at that smile. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Wait, she definitely did something. All right, I'll go. But that smile and everything, like the way she's looking, the way she was looking off, she did something. I don't know what it is. She did something. But this place is really nice, not gonna lie. To be fair, it's kind of what I would expect, you know, someone to have if they have that much money. This place, however, is kind of creepy with the eyes on the punching bags and all of the masks. That's kind of, yeah. Where have I been? I've been outside. The mood's gloomy. Someone died, and they're about to read a like transfer of wealth that rivals probably nations in real life. Oh, I don't want to get caught up in some crazy mess. I came here just to follow Inugami, but all I have to do is stay quiet and watch, right? Pretty much. The portion of the wall, is that Kiyomasa Kikuri? He seems quite mean, the complete opposite. Is that a thing that you make a statement of about yourself? It's kind of like when the angel introduced himself to us and he's like, I'm a very honest, hardworking, straight man. That made me completely doubt that those angels are doing anything like intentionally good. Like anything that they're doing that is good is just because of our own doing, not theirs. Like, I don't trust them one bit. Putting that aside, my aim is Inugami. I just have to follow his orders so he doesn't get away with this. Well, I'd like to start the reading of the will, if I may. Oh, we're getting a reintroduction to him. I guess Will Executor is now his title instead of Ministry of Justice. Wait, Inugami, one of my brothers isn't here. Who is this? The estate eldest son, Yoshi Kikuri. Or Yoshi. What is he up to? Did someone call him? I don't like his haircut. His haircut kind of weirds me out. Like, it looks like one of those... Not sure how to word this right. I could definitely tell he is sleazy. Like, having the fade with the, like, long hair like that, he's sleazy. He's done something. Mainly because he's also, like, buff with that haircut and stuff like that. It just doesn't fit him. Like, you gotta have a shaved head when you're that, like, swole. Either a shaved head, long hair, or at least, like, something consistent. It fits, I guess, the angel, like, more. Because he also has a goatee. I guess not being, being clean-shaven doesn't help his case. If he makes us late, he should lose a portion of the inheritance, don't you think? I don't know who you are, but you should lose just for saying that. Curry Estate, second son, Tsukijiro. Alright. I wonder how many millions I'll be getting? None, hopefully. I wouldn't mind receiving that much either. No, she definitely done something as well. Kikuri's wife, Miki Kikuri, she was in the relationship for the money. I belong to his family too, you know, don't you forget it? Yeah, she was 100% married for the money. The CEO always put the company first. The pharmaceutical executive, Maru Suzu. Why are you here? You're not part of the family. Therefore, his money should go to the company. I'm sure that's what he had in mind. It's gonna be something like the money's gonna go to charity, isn't it? What nonsense, why would we give our money to anyone outside the family? The CEO's money is the company's money. To use it for self-interest is ridiculous. Suzu. The next CEO is probably going to be him if he's one of the executives. At the very least, I do not see anyone here worthy enough to take up that role. Let's stop this pointless bickering, yeah. Also, take off the scarf. We're reading a will here. The estate private doctor Miyabi Shiratori. He definitely poisoned him. It doesn't matter how much we argue, the will has already been written. It's a simple matter of who he trusted the most during his life. It's gonna go to Inugami. Say it like you know something. Why is the doctor here anyway? Perhaps he thought there might be a chance that he might be an inheritor. I don't like that blue hair. He better not get anything. Hope it doesn't turn to a brawl. If it does, I do take the dude with the haircut that I found weird fitting on him. I do take him over pretty much everyone else here if it does come down to it. Instead, I feel like the doctor would be the type to have a gun. I don't know why. I feel like he has a gun. At any rate, I just want this to be done with ASAP. Well, while we're waiting on the youngest, why don't I introduce the witness? He doesn't look like it, but I'm an excellent detective. Yeah, that's a lot. Like, these people here are worth more than you will. Well, I say that, but you're the founder, so I actually don't know. Let's say more than you'll ever, see. But you're the founder of the nation, so I imagine... I guess their money is technically part of your country's money, however, it's not yours. So it's really just a question of how much of the net worth belongs to the leader of this cult nation presidential stuff. We don't need a witness. Well, you do. In order for a will to be read, a witness is required. That is the rule. Help. Hi there. The estate employee Komodo Domon. I don't like his mask. That mask is weird. The jetty below, something terrible has happened. You're more precise. Take a breather before you speak. Only a few months ago, I heard you just crashed. When I checked, the bridge was gone. Yeah, we already told the maid that, though. The Zero, I think it was. Yeah, it doesn't seem. It seems like most of them aren't surprised. All I do is fix it. That's why we employed you. The problem is not the. Okay. Yeah, just if it's not the bridge, you have to see the problem. I went to the jetty to check the fallen bridge. The jetty. It's the jetty. And on the boat, young Master Saizo. Oh, well. I imagine he's not showing up to read the will. Well, yeah, this is seriously an understatement. We'll suspend the will reading for now and go see what happened in the season. Well, I guess we know our mystery is at least solving the murder of this case. Because this makes me definitely think that the CEO wasn't poisoned. See, things turned out the way I say they would. Although the murderer seems to be more impatient than I thought. I'm guessing someone knew that they weren't going to be getting the will. Not to mention crazier than I imagined. I never thought one of them would die before the reading. I mean, it might... I don't think either of these are the... Yeah, of course he would see this coming. That's why he brought you along, because he saw you as a good detective to help solve him like this. However, it might not be a murder is something that... Let's be honest. I don't think he... I think all signs point to it just being a murder before we even see the body. I guess I'll go with that, but... Well, let's be real for ourselves here. It's a murder. We don't know he was murdered yet. Besides, you knew that things would turn out this way. I said so, remember? It might turn into a war. And you could have stopped it from happening. I don't think you could stop that from happening. When there's that much money involved, I don't think any person could stop that. Yeah, you're an outsider. You can't interfere with family matters. So the will is open, that is. Isn't that right? That's the theory anyway. Besides, this is way much... I don't know if he's the one that killed us. I just know he was probably excited. I do think he was just both tripping balls whenever he saw us be killed. Like when he saw the body, like, fall. Like he was on grass and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think he just thought it was an interesting case. I don't know if he did it. The bridge is this way, but we can't take the bridge. Shall we go? As the witness, you should be aware of all the facts too. I guess, yeah, we're just doing a detective case here. This is our mystery. I mean, I guess my title was right. The great detective is on the case. He called us a detective, and that's why I went with it, but it looks like we're going to have an actual case in our hands, which I like. Now, the question is, I need to see some evidence here. I need to see the body. I need to see if there's a weapon. I need to see a lot of stuff here. Also, where's the boat? Where's the boat? Kind of need a... Is he all... Oh. Small boat rocked gently on the still lake. Inside it lay a man. I could tell that he was dead immediately. Part of me was expecting there to be, like, pink blood, I'm not gonna lie. Even though there's never been pink blood all game for the most... I don't think... Not even for the most part. I think the pink was just rust on those iron bars. I was expecting there to be pink blood here. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's Kadaka and it's a murder mystery now. However... I knew there was going to be red blood, but I was still expecting pink. There was a huge machete thrust into his abdomen. His eyes were frozen open as if glaring at us, forever staring. Is that really... I mean, yeah? Could you pull the boat a little closer to the jetty? I still don't know fully what a jetty is. Like, I don't know what that means. What's a jetty? I'm guessing jetty is another name for like a dock or something. It's no good, he's gone. Did we really need to think for, like, look for a pulse on that? I can see that. For once, he's right. Why did he die, or when did he die? You don't know that's the most important question, you damn, like, quack. Yeah, imagine he's just a doctor, not an whoever... I don't know if medical examiners, the people who do autopsies, but whatever the name is, the people that do autopsies, I imagine he's not one of them. However, he's still warm, so I could say that his death was in the past few hours. Cause of death would be the machete, right? Well, we don't know that. That could be a false trick. That could be a way to throw people off. Why this happened? Is it because it's the will? And this doesn't look like an accident. It's too strange. No, like he just fell on the knife and then slipped over and died. Like, was he really killed? I mean, investigate the body, obviously. We got to. I'm scared, but if I can get a bit closer. Hey, you outsider should stay. We're involved here. We're a detective. Don't say sorry, do your job. Did you contact the Ministry of Security? No? Oh, hi there. When did you get down here? And get on it. You're so scared that your legs. She definitely did something. Are you only good taking care of Will for it? You should have done. Wow. I don't know if you're the killer. However, I want you to be executed. There's no reason for you to live here anymore. Once the reading's done, you're fired. Hey, don't you think that woman? I no longer think that she did it just because you said that. Apparently, says he used to hit on her a bit and she turned him down. Alright, figured out you killed him, right? Yo, so you're saying he was murdered? Okay, are we really going with this again? We know he was murdered. Yeah, considering how he died, there is no accident here. Murder. That is a clear violation. Did you know murder is illegal? You know, murder's a crime. This woman, she's not a heretic. Violation of the doctrines. I guess I guess we wouldn't know like fully how the doctrine is. I forget if we're told about the non-violence doctrine already, like before the route started, or if we figured that out like into like the Ministry of Science route we did. I forgot when that was first mentioned. Heretics, there are dangerous people who oppose the beliefs of the order. One who murders is then a heretic by default? What does that mean exactly? Putting that aside for now, this is an important day for us. The will reading, remember? I can't think of anyone other than an outsider who would try and ruin that for us. It's very obvious she's in it for the money. Mizuno, you really did. You butted up our father because you weren't content with just living here anymore and try to get your hands on her inheritance, right? You're just making a lot of assumptions here. Either way, get off our island. How? How about you swim? Oh, okay, we need the Ministry of Justice to now get involved now. Like, this dude needs to go away. I'm protecting Mizuno. Yeah, just what are you two thinking? Like, Mizuno said she didn't do it. Shouldn't you hear her explanation first? What's your angle witness? You're just a third party. I mean, that's the one that usually gets the the job done and like stuff like this. You know, that's why it's a big deal to get third party in the battle royale games. You know. So keep your trap shut. Yeah, as your third party, please let me say, it's not fair to Mizuno to treat her like a murderer without any proof. Read the room. We're not kids here. Yeah, you definitely have not been a kid in probably like 50 years, I imagine. Anyway, we all agree that woman's the murderer. All we need to do is cut to the Ministry of Security and let them deal with her. Let's focus on the inheritance. If the will reading is canceled now, it'll be a huge headache. At the company, people might end up dying. What are you talking about? This isn't something you can just brush aside. It's a murder. Who do I think you are? I think I'm a person that just sees a dead body with a knife through his chest and got murdered is who I think I am. This witness of yours is quite opinionated, and I'm right. I don't think he can be neutral anymore. Shall we kick him off the island too? Yeah, to be honest, I don't know Rei Shimobi all that well either. You heard what they said, but what will you do? There's nothing else to do. I haven't said anything wrong. That's just true. Don't worry about me, just do what you have to do. I'm gonna solve this case. Where are you? This way up here? What the heck? What's up? I want to go, but I can't. If anyone sees, yeah, things would get a lot more complicated if anyone sees them. I could hear you. I mean, now I'm starting to think that maybe it might be just in our head. You got me to wait 5 minutes. I want to clear my mind. 5 minutes is a long time. Make it 3. At least he's not kicking us off the island. Oh, we were just gone. Jeez. Yeah, like, where did you guys go? How did you guys even get here? That Ministry of Justice guy is a sharp one. We didn't want him to get suspicious of you, so we hid ourselves. Very convenient. I do think that, like, you guys are definitely up to something. You guys killed him. Alright, too, I managed to get all sorts of information from him, although I still haven't gotten him to confess yet. I don't think he did it. Alright, let's talk to you first. You're the one calling for me. Looks like I've got myself into another right mess. Someone being murdered because of a will reading. Came here just to be a witness, but you're nothing but trouble. Okay, that's just uncalled for. Well, we're also murdered, so I guess if I'm murdered, that means I just, you know, attract that apparently. To be honest, shouldn't you let whoever wants to die just, wow. You don't have the time to be solving another murder case. But I just couldn't keep quiet for seeing someone being blamed for something without proof. Isn't that what makes me human? To be fair, if you do get revived as the founder, assuming you keep your temporary body as memories, I imagine that's in the air on if you would do that or not, considering we didn't get our old memories. We could pardon her. And just hope that she doesn't die in the next, like, 2 to 3 days in prison. Because we don't know about prison treatment in this route yet, about how they're, you know, mistreated, they're beaten and stuff, killed and stuff like that. We don't know that at this point in time. But yeah, I think there's a fair shot she could live like 2 to 3 days. I'm not sure, sir, about that. Yeah, what do you mean? Someone going down for something they didn't do is not the worst case scenario. Also, what happens with the inheritance has nothing to do with me. You need to be focused on not losing your current connection with Kishu. Isn't that... You brought me here to specifically do this. But with things they are, I'm about to be kicked off the island for being a nuisance. Well, looks like all I could do is say that you can solve this case. I mean, that's what I assume, to be honest. You'll be bluffing, of course, but it doesn't really matter if you can at all. Anyway, in order to stay to keep watching Kashiro, and Nagami, say that you can. Don't even pretend to investigate, just at least try. You don't have time to kick up a fuss now. Now go, fix this, then get back to my real job. You can't fix it, just investigate. What am I gonna do with you? There's a power a guy can use for time like this. I need to prepare. Once you start using it, you can't go back. Is it gonna be the power of revelation again? It's true, you want to use it now. There's one that reveals the hidden truths of the world, the ultimate divine power. Yep, okay. We're officially about to be changing genres. They're gonna form a circle around us, and then we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna be changing the entire way the world is. In other words, the vision will turn the world into the perfect place to investigate. I don't really get it, but you'll understand more quickly if we just try it out. There's no time to waste. We all need pretty... So, yeah, I guess it's time for us to officially go into a detective mystery thing. I guess we're not... Okay, why do they make the circle in the ministry a security route if they're not doing it here? I guess they just wanted to do that and it wasn't part of the ritual at all. They just decided to, you know, do that. I still want to figure out also what the heck is going on with that thing, because that's just weird and also disturbing and disgusting. All right, so what is it going to look like? What's the UI going to look like now? I'm curious on what it is going to change to. All right, there's nothing different now. Your view of the world has changed drastically, right? Yeah, nothing has really changed. Something is forming inside my head, and right as you said that, for some reason, OBS just completely minimized. Let me make sure that it's still like kicking. Okay. Alright, I don't know why it did that. Alrighty then. Alright, and then let me move these. Well, I guess while I'm doing this, move these like right here. Alright. Something's formed inside my head. Oh, we're just putting together evidences. Is this the suspension bridge we used to get here? Yeah. I've already found something connected to our case. So, then, with the right timing, snap your fingers. Okay. Do your investigation, fingers at certain words reveal evidence or clues. Press and hold the snap button to try snapping. Snapping switches to snapping mode. Hold the snap button to confirm. You can cancel by selecting the M button. Alright. If I see that bridge in your mind, what bugs me about it? Okay. So I hit snap on. Oh. Interesting. Piece of evidence, damaged bridge support has been added to the case record. There's a fresh mark in the pillar supporting the suspension bridge. It looks like it was gouged by a blade or something similar. The pillar is... I don't know how to pronounce that word. It's a cylinder, is what it is. And cables for lighting are wired inside of it. The cable is severed, so it seems the lights don't work. So, if it's for the lights, how come the bridge would break then? That is an interesting way to get, like, evidence now. Ah, the thing I had as a hazy memory is now clear. Perfect. I can't read that. You know how people snap their fingers when they have an idea? It's called snapping. Remember that name. You see something related or something that or says something's off, and you have an aha moment. Though through snapping, you can have evidence or find out more about something or someone. Long story short, if I find something interesting, I just have to snap my fingers. Oh, we're gonna have a trust meter. Only use snapping when something feels off or you remember something. You wouldn't want to be around someone who's always snapping their fingers. That's true. Especially if they don't like you much, so if you mess up, they'll kick me out. To be fair, it's just snapping. Unnecessary snapping lowers trust. If trust reaches... Okay, I didn't know that pressing the D-pad would close it. I'm assuming if trust reaches 0, it just starts over from like the last autosave or last save, is what it said. Quit your complaining. Sink or swim using this power is completely up to you. I'll make sure I don't lose their trust by misusing the power. That's the power of revelation. Long story short, you can think of it as your ability to gather information being leveled up. I'm sure you can investigate like a real detective now. Should test it with the body on the boat in the surrounding area. Don't really understand, but I'll try. We'll be hiding nearby if you need us. Call us, we'll come. Okay. This is very interesting. Can I just snap at any point? Oh, I can't snap right now. Oh, somehow your aura has changed. Did you partake in something crash? Why do you think why is that the first thing you jump to? It's not fair, give something to me. Let me investigate this crime. Investigate the murder. I have to start at the jetty. I hope one of the pieces of evidence is explaining what the heck a jetty is. Well, your detective blood demands justice. How fun that sounds. Fine, I can sure gonna give you the right to investigate this incident. Thank you. Alright, so we got permission from the Ministry of Justice. That's huge. So then, Concur family, I would appreciate if you cooperated with Ray's investigation. Normally, I would call the Ministry of Security, have them take care of everything. But this time, I'm leaving everything to Ray. Oh. Are you seriously placing your trust in someone like that? Unfortunately, the Great Concur family is on the line here. This is so stupid. I'll be going back to the mansion now. Oh, yeah. I appreciate that she just left. Of course, you're free to be as distrusting as you like. However, if you want this inheritance to go smoothly, I might suggest cooperating. Also, I'll plan on restarting the will reading at 12 p.m. Please don't fight anymore. Let's all stay calm. Okay, so do we have until like 12 p.m. to solve the murder or something? You don't plan on stopping the reading? I'll honor the decision and carry out the reading as they asked, but depending on your investigation, you might change how the reading goes. Well, show me your skill. That is interesting that he's just leaving us. He sees something in us, or he knows we're the founder or something. Just kind of like Taco kind of hinted at it. He just knows something about us. Now, where to start? Start investigation. I don't know why I was thought I was gonna hear like the Danganronpa music start. All right, 0%. Time to investigate the jetty. All right, I'm gonna talk to. Let's go look in the river. It's a huge lake. Why would I snap? It's a huge lake. I believe it's a huge lake. All right. This is the rope used for mooring the boat. The part used to pull in the boat must have fallen in the lake. Is almost completely wet. Just how did the mooring rope get into be such a state? Okay, so that nothing I guess so far has come up like conflicting. All right, let's check the ore. It's a very old looking rowboat. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, there's a dead body on it. This is the body of one of the Kikuri siblings, says Kikuri. He died of a scared expression. What happened to his body? I'll have to... I'm assuming snapping... I mean, this is how I look at it now. If I hold snap, can I look into it? I'm sure the wound caused by the huge machete was the killing blow. If that's the murder weapon, does that mean the murderer stabbed him while on the boat? Or was he killed somewhere else and brought here? That is a possibility. Or he was killed, stuff on the boat, and then shoved out. That could actually be it. Piece of evidence. The body of the third son Kikuri family. He was found face up in a boat with a large axe. A large axe? It's a machete. I don't think a machete was axe. Alright, so we investigated that. Let's head over here. You know what? I'll start by talking to you. What do you got to say? And is the investigation moving along? Well, yes. Oh, you looking down. I'm rooting for you, Mr. Green. Might even become someone integral to the order one day. Okay, he knows. He knows something. It's not a total exaggeration. How should I put it? You have this extraordinary aura about you. I think he might have pieced it together. He's a very smart person. I have one more piece of information for you. The Kikuri only has one boat, only this one. It seems that the Shady was taken on the other side. And no one. Let me snap real quick. Why was he on a boat that no one ever uses? That bugged me too. Maybe he had a reason to use it, got on himself, or he was forced on by the culprit. Well, whichever way it was, we don't know why. Body on a boat, huh? Okay, so that I think I figured out the snapping thing. I say is I'm probably gonna script a lot of things. His buddies found a boat. The boat was not one normally used. Maybe he had a reason to use it and got himself, or I think he was brought here and then shoved out to sea. That's what I think happened. Alright, so our trust is still kind of high up. So let me investigate. So why would this one be actually totally wet? But let's talk to you first. I'll have to ask what the victim sees, so I'm not going to talk to you about anything. Okay. You know anything about the death of Suzo? Kikuri, then please tell me. Who cares about that pathetic loser? Fact I'm relieved he's dead. Oh, wow. What do you know about us? Shut up, outsider. Brother's family, don't make me laugh. You just haven't been born to the same people. He was old-fashioned, he liked playing house with his wills and whatever. Did you hold a grudge against him? It sounds like it. What are you talking about? There's no way I'd give two. It's about what that moron did. That moron died with a moronic looks on his face. That's all there is to it. He was really stupid. He knew that today was the board meeting, but he decided to leave early. How do you know that how do you know that? Like, how do you know that? Did you see him leave the house? That's a big thing. 7 in the morning, I remember that well. He was banging around getting ready to go out, so he woke me up. And just when I thought he'd come back, he turns up dead. Okay, you're a horrible brother. Alright, let's get the details. He was seen leaving the house around 7 a.m. Why was he out so early on the day of reading the will? Someone maybe called him out? Okay. I do like the way this gameplay is, not gonna lie. Alright, when you first saw the body, did you notice anything? I don't know, I shot, so I ran to find you guys. He's probably been dead for a while. I imagine you didn't see the culprit. No, of course not. He was the only one I saw, no one else. I didn't see anyone on my way down here either, please believe me. I have no reason I think to question that, so... Yeah, how are you, Mizuno? I'm so sorry for making you worry, I'm fine. That aside, thank you for what you did. Said to me that made you so happy. But you shouldn't do that anymore, you must get involved with me. Is she gonna be one of those jump shooter people? Because nothing good will come out of it. On the contrary, it'll only make the Kikuri family think less of you. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she might not be able to. No, I already know. Don't listen to my story. I'll listen. I need your help. Anything strange happened this morning before Inugami and I got here? Anything strange? I woke up at 6 and did the laundry and cleaning. Let me Tell me more about that. So, yeah, you did housework after you woke up. Did you see anyone? Met Master Yoshi's wife Amelie. Told me how to do it. Okay, that's messed up, but that is kind of funny that she just immediately woke up at 6 a.m. for the sole purpose of telling you you're doing it horribly wrong. She's a horrible person for that. It's also in a way kind of based. What time? When I woke up until around the time you and Mr. Inugami arrived here. That's it. Thank you for talking with me. Alright. So, Mizuno's been doing the laundry and cleaning of Miki Kikuri since 6 a.m. This continued Ray Inugami arrived. So I imagine Miki Kikuri would back this up. Let's go figure this out. Let's go figure that out. Actually, no, she left, and so we don't have anyone to corroborate that right now. What about you? What do you have to say? Can I ask you a few questions? Sorry, I'm busy with the report to the company about this. Unlike you, I don't have any time to spare. I don't know if that's something we should snap on. Having examined the body, did I notice anything? Let's see, the wound in the abdomen is quite deep. However, I don't see any defensive wounds. He was caught off guard or asleep. Alright, tell me more about that. Wounds found on the victim as they fought off their attacker. I was just asking what you meant by that, because we could have different definitions. I was just checking, yeah. Oh. I thought we were gonna get evidence, it's like, evidence of B, there's no, like, wounds or whatnot. It's the rope used for mooring the boat. It's almost completely wet. That is suspicious. On why is it completely wet? The rope is mostly wet, which means it was tied to the jetty when it was pushed out. Do I need something? You're the one that first noticed the boat. Yeah, that's right. I found it first. The rope is pretty long. Is the boat normally moored using it? Yeah, we wrap it up around the pole here, but as you can see, it's been unwrapped. That's why the boat was floating off towards the shore. Luckily, it was still tied to the pole, so I was able to pull it back in, but I had no idea that the young master's body on board shot me to my core. Let me do this. Why does OBS keep minimizing itself, like, randomly? I need a... Next time I take a small break, I'm gonna go look at that real quick and, like, at least Google to see what's going on there, because that is very weird. Like, alright, but we have evidence, so there was something weird there. A piece of mooring rope has been added to the case, used to tie the boat to the pier. When the body was found, the rope has been untied, but it was still tied to the support, so the boat must have drifted close to the opposite shore while still moored. Interesting. And with the bridge broken, that could have been a way for them to get there and back. Interesting. Who have I not talked to over here? So let me look here. It's a huge lake. The water's clear. I can see fish swimming around. I have a lot of trust to work with. I don't know if it ever goes fully up, but I feel like it wouldn't let me do something with this unless I could snap at it. I'm interested in the lake. That this island is man-made. I did. He threw a fortune to create this entire area. It's completely artificial. He built an island in a lake. It must have been inconvenient to traverse. Here's why I think this lake is to keep visitors away, like a moat around a castle. That's fair. And many enemies, but also people begging for his money. No wonder he wanted out. Oh, and in any case, it's convenient there was already a lake here. Nope, this lake is man-made too. Oh, so even this, okay, that's interesting. You know, like, it's artificial. I can't believe we went this far. I don't get it all. Neither do I never understood his thinking, honestly. Okay, so we didn't get a piece of evidence, but we did at least learn more about it. Do you have anything to say at this point? Maybe a reason to use got on himself. He was forced on the culprit. Well, whichever way. Let's see, maybe the ore had something. It's a very old looking rowboat. I don't see anything wrong with it. There's no holes in it or anything that stands out. Oh. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, that's just uncalled for. That's the only reason I did it, is I thought it was, you know, thought it was trying to set me up. It's not made for stem, but if you slice down to his belly, you get a wound like this. I have to thoroughly investigate. Oh, so there could be more after snapping. Okay, I see. So we need to, like, do more of the dialogue to see if this really is the murder weapon. Okay. Oh. There's wires. Nice to take a closer. I can see a wire. Is that the wire from the bridge? Is that to make gripping it easier? Does this machete belong to the Kurikuri household? It was used by the gardener. I'm sure you left it in the storeroom. Only people like you could use something so barbaric. Did you bring it? Didn't you bring it out in the first place? Last time I saw it was several days ago. What's up? Well, I was just wondering, was that always there? Look, at the base of the blades inscribed with something. It says T on. Manufacturing inscription, perhaps someone's initials? I thought something you put an inscription on, just a machete you can buy anywhere. Besides, no one in the Kikuri family with those initials. So it says T on as an information, or maybe compensation. Or possibly retaliation? Alright, so... large axe found jutting in the body, the handle wrapped in wire, and T on engraved in it. The text wasn't there originally, but carved into it at some point. Okay, so that raises even more questions. Alright, so... okay, so I can't investigate this anymore. I don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe I'm supposed to find something wrong with it later. Do you have any more piece of evidence besides when I called it out? Of course not. Saw no one else. I didn't see anyone. No way down here either. Please believe me. Okay, I have no reason to distrust you on that. I first woke up. Okay, so she had nothing left for me to say. Do you? Unlike you, I don't have any time to spare. I don't see anything suspicious about that either. Maybe you have more stuff besides defense wounds. There's also okay, that's something we need to know. That is something we definitely need to know about the small burn. The palm of the hand is burnt. Oh geez, that's more than just a small burn. You can see the mark in this looks relatively fresh. Other than that, I didn't notice anything. If I could perform an autopsy, I could help more, but for now this is all I could find. Yeah, that is really helpful. Okay, we have 100%. I'm assuming that's 100% of the evidence we can get here. The palm of the right hand is burnt black. It seems to be recent. I don't think that's burnt black, but we'll just go with that. Oh, it's nearly time. Okay, everyone, it's time to return to the mansion and start the reading of the will. I mean, it's 12 p.m. Now I don't know if I've gathered enough information to cover the truth. I'll open the will so if y'all can gather at the mansion. We shall discuss Seizo's incident after we're done. We're gonna leave. We kind of have to. We don't have anywhere to put him. Oh, drag him onto the jetty, thanks. Right. Finally, the will is gonna be read. I'll bet nothing else will happen. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna see like her dead, aren't we? Because she left. That's just always what happens. The one who leaves first is the one that dies. And that's going to clear a lot of my suspicion if she is the one that's dead. Well, I say that, but... Parents meeting day 1. Oh, what the heck is going on here? What the heck? Okay, what's going on here? In the main part, use evidence gathered to uncover the truth. Wrong evidence or statements to reduce trust. Keep trust above 0 to succeed. Okay, we're playing Danganronpa. Quiet, please. Quiet. We've had a bit of a rocky start, but now I can finally deliver to you all the contents of this will. I'm sure the deceased, Kiyomasa Kikuri, is smiling down upon us. For the record, I, Kashiru Inugami, shall not open this will. Also recognize this will's legal validity. Lastly, our official witness, Rei Shimobi, will observe the proceedings until its conclusion. Are you all in agreement? Just enough of the preamble, just hurry up. We're already behind schedule, just open that envelope already. No need to rush. Timing is also important when it comes to opening a will. I shall cut it open at exactly 12. You only have 1 minute left. Oh, well then. I shall open it. Alright. Time to see what's in this will. Now, I shall read. 1. The entire Kikuri fortune shall go to whomever fulfills the following requirements. 2. The requirement is that whichever of the Kiyomasa Kikuri 3 sons, Yoshi, Tsukajiro, and Seizo, and Iori Mizuno. So of those 4 people, you're included. Whoever's still alive for... Hold up. We uh-huh. All right, let me let's just I don't even know what to say to that. Just I guess the killer was set up by the dude who died. That's that's very nice. Well, you took the words right. Take the words. Well, okay. Is the Mizuno being named really the part we're going to question here? On whoever's alive after the 48 hours, they shall be the inheritor. So he definitely knows that some people are, that he hired someone to do this. No wonder he brought us here, and no wonder he said, I need a private detective here, that you're perfect for the job and all that stuff. There is more so if you be quiet. 3. If no one fulfills the above requirement, the entire hand shall be donated to the Shuten order. That's all. That's all. A lot of what he said in warning of the will makes a lot of sense now. It's true. That's all that's written. I don't understand. What on earth's going on? I believe you heard correctly. The deceased wants his fortune to be divided equally between his 3 sons in Mizuno. You don't get it? Why is that woman's name written on the paper? The deceased was very thankful for Mizuno's diligent care during his life, and his will is a reflection of that. That maybe you shouldn't be like, you know, just trying to mooch off his money. He wants us to give a 4th of our money to a mere caretaker? No, as Caesar's now dead, it would be a 3rd. Yeah, I mean, you're right, but that is a lot more money. Now this makes sense. Is that you're trying to kill the Kikura family again, or fortune, aren't you? I didn't. Yeah, I don't think she did it. If I enter this late in the game, her name is clearly written in this will. Oh, that doesn't make her a killer. You wanted more money, so you killed Seizo. You misunderstand, Yoichi. This will is written under the most strictest of environments. Only the deceased and myself knew of its contents. Of course, we swore that neither of us would discuss it. I'm assuming with anyone, not just discuss it anyone. Lastly, I kept it in secure locations that no one could ever see it. In other words, it is impossible for anyone else to have known what was written until now. Therefore, Mizuno couldn't have known that what was written and then gone after Saizo. Alright. The only people who knew about the contents of the will beforehand were Inugami and Kiyomasa Kikuri himself. They agreed to keep it secret. And I do believe him. That's why he brought us here. But that checks out. Oh, are you disagreeing with something? Are we going to have like a showdown rebuttal? Allow me to say this. Isn't it possible for Mizuno murdered Seizo for some other reason? Wasn't Mizuno troubled by Seizo's constant attempts to hit on her? Perhaps she stabbed him while trying to get away or something like that? But you were with her all this morning. So, return my point, if Mizuno was a killer, what would happen to her share? If there was sufficient evidence pointing her to be a killer, her claim would be rejected. Murder is a serious infringement of the Order's doctrines, after all. So, she should be swiftly arrested for being a heretic and punished. Yeah, murder is against the... Murder is a bad thing, Ray. It's been bugging me for now, but there's something seriously... What's off with murder being wrong? What's off about this, Ray? Like, you got something you need to tell me? Ever so slightly, something is being distorted, right? Is I really the founder of this place? I just want to ask more about Dodgins or heretics, but I don't think it's the right time. They might think I can't do my job as a detective, so I'll just leave it for now. Well, I mean to confirm one last time. If that woman's a murderer, she gets nothing. Yes, any claim she has a portion would be forfeit. In other words, my dying husband's share would grow. It would? Perfect. Oh, so she's mooching off. She's mooching off not him, but like one of them. I don't know. I guess I should have figured out. I guess I should have read that a bit more carefully. She's so scared she can't speak. If I leave things going as they are, she's gonna be blamed. Might be the proof. There might be. I might be able to prove that she's innocent with evidence I've gathered. You do have evidence. My head's so much clearer now. All right. I mean, the fact that she was with her all this morning, I feel like that would point to it. Remember every last piece of information gathered down to the smallest detail. I feel like I could perform a dazzling feat of detective brilliance right now. Is that because of revelation? Okay, let's use all these evidences that I've gathered in order to prove Miss Mizuno's innocence. The focus of my deduction is to prove that it was impossible for Miss Mizuno to have murdered Saizo. I mean, that's easy. Like, she has an ironclad alibi. She was with her the entire time. If I can piece this evidence together with another, then I can prove it. The deduction puzzle set the correct evidence into the question mark slots to build your theory. Examine evidence carefully and choose the correct ones. Alright. After, what was Mizuno doing at the time of the incidents? Someone said they knew. Yeah. Mizuno's testimony. Like that. Yeah. It just fits perfectly. Miss Mizuno's alibi can be proved by Miki Kikuri's statement. And then after what time was Saizo killed? That would be 7, roughly, right? Oh, it would be at least after 7. That would be Tsukajiro's testimony. Alright, we got 2 successes in a row. Like I said, the great detective really is just on the case. Leaving the mansion around 7 a.m., which would mean Seizo had to be killed after 7 a.m. at the earliest, and Mizuno was with her, like, the entire time, like, afterward. Alright, is this my voice I'm hearing, or is that part of the song? That was like freaking me out there for a second. I don't know which one it was. That's freaking me out. Can I ask a question? You may, Ray. Thank you. Is it true that you were with Miss Mizuno at 6 a.m. this morning? What? I just advising her how to properly wash and clean. I mean, she has no idea how to properly take care of a household. Is there a problem as the wife of the eldest son of... Okay, so she is the wife of him. Not like the person that was, like, you know, dead or murdered, but the dude with the weird hair... Like, not the weird haircut, but the haircut, I don't think that fits him. You were with Miss Mizuno until Inugami and I arrived, yes. Which means Miss Mizuno didn't have the time to kill Saizo. In other words, Miss Mizuno has a clear alibi. If she was with me since 6 a.m., then she could... No, she couldn't have, because you saw him at 7. She used those hands to kill season and used them to clean with me. Why you're excited by that? You're into some weird stuff, I think. I don't think that's possible. According to what Tsukajiro told me, Caesar was seen leaving the mansion at 7 a.m. Alright, you cannot be doing Makoto's thing here now. Should make the theory of Caesar being killed before 6 a.m. impossible. We're gonna get Gray Man, aren't we, in one of these cases? And we're gonna have, like, the final, like, closing statements of the comic book and everything. I don't trust this one bit. I'm onto your game, Kadaka. I'm onto your game. How do we know that Tsukajiro was telling the truth? I ain't saying you're a truther. You just kept quiet. We could have pinned the blame on her. Huh? We're on agreement that Mizuno isn't the one that killed Saizo. That stupid brother of mine. Every last point of view is completely useless. This concludes my observations. I knew you were a great detective from the moment you saw me. That cleared? Alright. So, Mizuno is at least innocent for this case. Now, that's all from the world of the series. When it comes to the season's incident, there are still a few points that need proper investigation. However, showing this gathering here. Also keep in mind, keeping with the will, Ray and I will watch over proceedings for the next 48 hours. We shall meet tomorrow at midday for a second meeting and then again on the following for the day for the third. Are you all in agreement? Well then, I'll now adjourn this first inheritance meeting. Oh, we solved one case. We did it. End of meeting. We did it. I mean... Oh, got an achievement. Got through the first day of the meeting. The will was finally read. Only 4 heirs were named: Yoichi, Tsukajiro, Saizo, and Mizuno. Of that group, if they're alive by midday 2 days from now, they will inherit the family fortune. Caesar's already out of the running, so there's only 3 remain. Because, like, when you have that much money, I guess you just get that bored. Or he knows they're all horrible people that have done something. It's great this would become a bloodbath, and yet Okay, that also checks out on what Inugami said about a war could break out over this. Like, that also, like, very much checks out. I don't know if I'll make it to the day after tomorrow without anything bad happening. And I guess you and Inugami are safe because if you are killed, there's no longer a witness to the will, and there's no longer a will, like, executor, which means the will can't be, you know, executed. Unless they all gained up on you and try to take you all out. So, Ray, the inheritance will remain in limbo until at least the day after tomorrow. Which, of course, means we have to stay here and watch over things until then. It's only 40 hours. If you sleep through it, it'll pass soon enough. And yeah, there is a murder about. One of them's already dead and we still don't know who did it. The killer might not be on the island anymore, you know. They might have already crossed the bridge and fled to distant lands. It's possible they were the one who made the bridge collapse and no one would follow them. I see, now that you mention it. So, but then we still have this... I do think the wire wasn't wrapped off the bridge. I think it was wrapped around the knife, was that wire. So you're saying that Caesar wasn't killed for money and it was all coincidence? It was just a thief or someone with a grudge, and this had nothing to do with the will. But considering the timing, this murder can only be related. There's some possibilities. It's best not to dwell on these things. Even if he did solve this case, there's nothing in it for it. But I'll have more aura, you know, solving it. Just focus on getting through the next 48 hours. That way things will be easier for us. You're right. Besides, what you really want is information about the other incident, correct? If you mess up here, you may end up as the next target and die a meaningless death. Well, funny you mention that. Anyway, I'm off to take a stroll in the garden. He's about to go do some grass and like trip in the fields. Hi there, Mizuno. Or, yeah, Mizuno. Why would you try to cover someone like me? Or not to get involved with me, remember? I can't just leave you. I have said that, but you look so helpless. I couldn't just ignore you. Besides, as a witness, I have to right any wrongs here. Things as they're not, I'm afraid something not very nice will happen to you. Funny you mentioned that. I've already died technically twice at this point now. I got a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid that another person might die. This is just uncalled for. Yeah, what are you doing? Just educating our maid here. Is there anything wrong with that? I asked the outsiders to keep their nose out of the Kinkuri family business. One of your brothers just got murdered in front of, not in front of, but in front of the Ministry of Justice, like head, and I guess I'm his private detective right now because he brought me here. There's a dead body. We kind of have to do it. You don't need to hurt her though. Are you the one that tells? Ready to tell me that this goes against the doctrines? I said I'm educating her, not beating her. But the coolest way to make a maid remember her place is to make her body remember. He doesn't do this every day. It's all by doing it. He's not heretic, so please don't misunderstand his actions. They speak of doctrines and heretics. But I just don't get what are these people so afraid of? There's cleaning to do. Get up. You're still technically a potential inheritor, right? Try to do something useful so you don't shame us in front of society. Normally, someone like you would have been fired by now. To be fair, the easiest way, I guess, for her to get the will inheritance is to just leave the island. Are you alright, Miss Mizuno? You sprained an ankle. Every time I can look at Miss Mizuno's ankle, my medical fees, excuse. She's one of the Oh man, no, get out of here. I'll walk on that sprained ankle. I hate this family. I really hate all of them. And you, an impartial witness, I just see it was something in my way. I want all y'all gone. You guys are all horrible people. I hope every one of y'all gets arrested. Jeez, I wish everyone would hurry up and die. I hate this. I hate all these. Yeah, they're all so horrible. Why was just the power call this? So you're listening to that? Let's go. There's no reason to keep. Oh, you're just a murderer. I want to see them go flying. That's something an angel should be saying. How would she explain that to Inugami though? He'd definitely get suspicious. Well, I don't think he'd run off. I think he'd go to prison. All you do is spend the next 40. I guess it's been 40. Yeah, I guess it's been one of the 48. If you don't end this, then you won't be able to question Inugami about anything. Can I try to find Caesar's killer by using the power of God? You're already using it. yeah, revelation. It's more imagining power that instantly give me the culprit's name. You should already be hearing God whisper to you, you just don't understand them. Which is why you need to get evidence to understand what he's trying to tell me. So no matter what, I still need to investigate or I won't figure out anything. I still have time up before next meeting, so why don't I do that while killing time? That's it, but where do I start? How about looking into the victim himself? We don't know a thing about Seizo Kukuri at all. Once we know more about him, we may find a new lead. That makes sense. No, I'm not gonna praise you. You don't deserve it. It'll be off. We don't need to be put on a suspect list. Huh? Right? Just where are they hiding? They're hiding in plain sight. It's just I really believe they're all in our head or something. Do I need something? Oh. So I have to type as a victim, Seizo. You know something, don't you? What something do you mean? Young Master Seizo would often leave the lake to have fun on the outside, so much so that he was rarely here at all. So he was a pleasure seeker? Okay. That's not the word I would use to describe what he described, but you do your right. Can't say much more, Mr. Detective. If they knew that'd be taught to you, I'd be sent away from here. Here I should ask about something else. Oh, we're starting our investigation. Ask him about... Yeah. Ask him about himself. Well, yes. Oh. I've worked here since the Master's Company became successful, and he built this place, which means you know everything about the Kukuri family then. Of course not. That, I don't believe that. Well, did you just have your did I do something wrong? Sorry, it's a hat. Oh. I didn't believe that at all, but... Alright, well, yes. Of course, I don't know anything. Because you could probably see I'm just a good for nothing blockhead who can't do anything. Oh. So that's all we needed to do? What kind of person was Kiyomasa Kukuri? He was a great man. I'm not the smartest, so I don't really get it, but the master was called the Alchemist of Shuten. He created his own compounds and used them to make completely new medicines. It was all thanks to his ingenuity and hard work that his company took off. How about, yeah, he never really smiled. But yeah, the kindest heart. He set up a killing game involving his kids and maid. Well, that because this will mention whoever's alive after 48 hours, so he knew something was up, and he probably paid one of them to do it, like one of these other people to do it, and their whole thing is if they get away with it, then Inugami overlooks it and they get all the money or something like that. He let me, a single man without family or anything, work with him for this long. Why he had to leave before I did? If he had ordered me to, I would have laid down my life in an instant. Anything strange happened in the days leading to his death? Well, Master is better in this illness, but... Tell me more about the illness. Oh. I guess, like, everything he's saying is very... not questionable, what kind of person. It was all thanks to his ingenuity, him never smile... way down, illness, but more recently he'd been looking a lot better, especially the day before he passed. He got to walk around the new mansion and gardens. Better and his son got better. I wonder why. Okay, so maybe I have to question that. He let me, a single man without family, for this long, but illness, but looking a lot better. He was healthy enough to walk around this mansion. His health was as bad as always, but apparently he'd taken some medicine that he'd been keeping. He was feeling great. Medicine he'd been keeping. He did grass or something. Even so, the master was able to walk around his mansion one last time. Alright. The day before his death, Kiyomasa Kukuri was seen roaming around the mansion as if he was in good health, though he'd be better, and reportedly said he'd taken some medicine that had been kept secret and was feeling great. Yeah, he definitely did, like, grass or something. About the will. What do you think about the will? I'm very smart, so I don't get it. Why is this happening? The three young masters and Masters Maid Mizuno all get a fair share, right? I just don't understand why the young masters are so angry. What do you think about Miss Mizuno's name being listed on, not your own? Okay, I can never inherit. The master's already been so kind to me. Alright, so I guess it's everything we can get from him. I lost 2 bits of trust from that. Sorry for so many questions, but you were very helpful. Please make sure that Master Seizo's killer gets what's coming to them. He was a playboy, sure, but he wasn't a bad person. If you want to know more about him, why don't you see his room? I'll show you. Oh, thank you. That would help a lot, actually. I would appreciate that, like, immensely. Are we gonna have a little moving thing like we did last time? I guess this is close enough to like the moving points on the map where we move spots in the not mansion, but like their estate. This is a kind of cozy room. The paintings and the wallpaper. Well, not the wallpaper so much is not weird. The paintings are weird. All right, I haven't made a backup save in about over an hour. Let me do that real quick, just in case. And then I haven't gained any new keywords since we started this. Well, since we started this time around. I think I've gotten keywords from like the beginning of it, but not anything else. Thank you, Domon. It's no problem. Just don't tell anyone what don't tell anyone I showed you where it is. I don't want anyone getting angry with me. Don't worry, the Tethers are known for keeping secrets. That's true. We never even told Tekko where we got, like, you know, our information on where the founder died. Even though we know it because it's us. Thank you. I'll be going now. Plus be the Shuten order. Oh, yeah, them just popping into existence definitely makes me think that they're in our head. Yeah, that's... Where'd you guys come from? You always appear out of nowhere. Where have you? Never mind, you be careful not to take your eyes off Inugami. He's our target, don't forget. I know that. But to be fair, we have like other stuff to take care of because we're, you know, here. Alright. Let's see. This is a nice place, not gonna lie. Let's check out this tablet. Is this Sizer's tablet? Of course, there's lots of secret codes, so we can't get in. I'm curious, is there any way of unlocking it? There's probably some way to do it. There's so much jewelry all over the floor. They all look like brain items. Money doesn't buy taste. Oh, that's nice to know. Passcode. There's something stuck here. Yeah, let me just snap my fingers. That's the passcode, I think, for his tablet or at least computer. Also, my mouse just went over there. Passes and password. I don't know, but that's pretty lax to have it written here. To be fair, it's even the fact that he even had to write that down is kind of sad. It's a very simple password. Oh, we're already at 50% just for that. The huge TV, I bet, is really expensive. Alright, OBS just minimized itself again. That is nice. Let me pop that back out real quick. There we go. So I imagine the other 50% is getting into this tablet, so I guess let me get into the tablet. Is this his tablet? Of course, well, some snapping actions require selecting evidence. You set evidence to choose correctly and then snap evidence set. Yeah, the machete is it. The machete is this password. We're gonna stab the machete right through this. Don't tell me that this is the password. Set the password right next to it. People that stupid really exist. Well, he was rich. It wasn't smart, but he was really stinking rich. It worked. Yeah. People being stupid makes our job much easier. This is a messenger app. He was talking with a friend of his. Okay, I'm glad they're translating it because I know what that one riddle for the password on the Ministry of Science part they didn't translate. I'm on such a high right now. What's up? You already know, tomorrow I was going to finally throw my brothers into a pit of despair. Kadaka, what a man you are. They'll find out that I'm the smartest of all of us. Snobby Yoshi and creepy Sugajiro are going to cry babies, serves them right too. Anyway, where's the stuff? In the courtyard. The last message was only half finished. I wrote these messages so by tomorrow means today. Today, maybe he was planning on doing something during the will reading. Something that would make his brothers fall into a pit of despair. Alright, piece of evidence. Though of the complaints of his brothers in the day of the reading of the will, he seemed to be planning something to devastate them. It also suggests they were involved in some shady dealings. To be fair, I think it's not that hard to guess that they were involved with some shady dealings. Doesn't look like there's anything else of interest here. What do they mean by the stuff in the court? Well, go to the courtyard and figure it out. We can see a really pretty being in the courtyard. Why don't we check it out? See? She's on my side. Let's go, hurry. I expected her to like do that whole thing where her sprite just like zoomed and took off the screen. Like, that's what I expected her to do, not gonna lie. Oh, we're just gonna mosey our way to the courtyard. There's a gigantic greenhouse there. I kind of want to go in there. It looks nice. At least from the outside, it looks nice. There's probably be something really messed up inside there. This is a strange structure. It kind of looks like a glass bird cage. This is so much fun. Keep the investigating to a minimum as long as you at least look like a detective, we won't be kicked out of here. Wait. So, why not investigate like more than just a minimum? I guess because it's gonna make them think that we can't do it. Just where do you think you're going? You said that like it's easy. Oh, hi there. Why is it playing this nice soft piano? She's into us. Or is the structure allowing you to take me around? I'm betting you don't come near me. What? Working right now. After all the abuse she endured, I don't blame her keeping to herself. I can't get her to open up to me. Was I supposed to do something there? Oh. I guess I have no choice but to snap at this. In order for her to speak freely, I might just have to force her hand. You're the Really now? What? Yeah, how could you why? I did, which is why I must question my suspect. That is what I say if anyone. Okay, good. I'm about to say that if it was something like else, Ray, I would have lost a lot of respect for you there. I need you to work with me if this case doesn't get solved. If it doesn't, the issue of Kikuri's family inheritance has nothing to do with me. Which is why I pretend to investigate and let the deadline pass, then I'll get Inugami. Although I think Inugami wants you to solve this case, to be honest. I mean, that's why he brought you here. Alright, I only have a little time though. What is this glass building? Okay, let me see if I'm back live. Real quick. Okay, of course, the moment I get back, had someone send some spam in my chat. I think I'm back. I hope I'm back. Alright, for some reason, the Nintendo shopping theme was playing over me. Okay, that was a bit weird. My power just completely decided to flash on and off like 6, 7 times in just one straight go. That it was a bit freaky because it was very inconsistent on what was flashing or not, but I'm back, I guess. That was really really weird. Let me see what happened on the stream real quick. Okay, so it just flashed over to this. Okay, so took a break, but yeah, eh, that was freaky to say the least. Give me a second to, I guess, get things back up, cause I don't know how much I've lost, first of all, and two, like it it was weird, like, cause I had my computer lost power about 3 different times in less than a second, while my monitors didn't lose power till I think the 3rd time around, and then my lights were just flickering constantly, and then some of my house had power while some of it didn't, and then I that was really really weird. Uh, 1 second. Uh, Let me make sure. Let me turn this back on. All right, cause I need to get shut in order and all that back up and stuff like that. But no, that was really freaky. I not experienced anything like that in a while. I'm not well, not even I've experienced power going off like a decent bit of times, especially like thunderstorm and stuff like that. It typically happens in thunderstorms now because we got some big trees like nearby and they keep hitting the power line because it just happens. But seeing something like that, that was free. So we're gonna be podcasting until I can get Shuten order back up. And I don't know how much time I've lost in that, but hopefully I didn't lose that much. Like in terms of the save and whatnot. And if it goes out again, then I'll try and go live again. However, if I can't, then it is what it is. Alright. Am I really that far behind? I didn't even get a save in the courtyard. Alright, let me pause real quick. And then pull this back up. Because I just hit ban on that person because he just posted some stuff there. Let me get a sip of water real quick and then I'll get it going again. Because I have it pulled back up, but we're all the way back at like in the room, but at least I know what to do here. All right. Let us hopefully resume. Good. Okay, nothing is coming up on this thing. Okay. I have to slowly re-enable some of this stuff. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it did all that stuff. Let me make sure it did this real quick. Filter. Okay, so it made sure that I was making sure because it reverted some things that I did before. And I'm making sure that I kept those. That was really weird. Like I said, it really freaked me out just a little bit. Let me. I'm just gonna hopefully. I'm just gonna hope it doesn't happen. And I already know what we did here. And we just gotta go to this note and get the information again. Oh. Alright, oh, there is something stuck out here, and I know it's the passcode. Snap, and then I'll just get the passcode and then head back to the courtyard, and then hopefully that is, I guess, the waste of what happens. Give me 1 second to do this. I don't think this works, like, reset correctly. Also, I just got a text on more information that happened. Let me go see what this says. Okay, so it was entire. Alright. So that power issue I described was apparently just our entire, like, I know it's always the neighborhood, might be an entire, like, town thing apparently. That, I guess they changed us or something. I don't know. Having my powers go out like 6 times and then like rapidly flicker like that, that's just very weird. Let me make sure the streams are working right real quick. Like that's all back up. I'm sorry about all that. I have not. Well, I now have had the first experience. I give it dying midstream. Now I'll say this: YouTube pausing the stream, I think, was very neat. Like, well, not pausing it. It said like, do I want to resume it? But like, how should I word this right? It still was. It didn't end the broadcast completely yet. It still let me resume it from here, and from the video, it looks like it's like a clean slate. So anyone watching the VOD, you got to see 5 minutes of me having to, reset everything because they just like the power just completely flipped. But we already have all this, so now we're gonna go to the courtyard again and talk to her and whatnot, and then go figure out everything there. All right, so do this, and then whenever. Okay, so now. Oh, I meant to hit. How do I get her to open up to me? Now I snap, and then. Okay, if my power goes out here again, I'm just gonna think this is cursed. You're the killer, aren't you? What? How can you suspect me too? Which is why I must question myself. I'm getting flashbacks now to my powers flashing rapidly. I need you to work with me. This case doesn't get solved. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with me. Although. Alright. I'm still like, it's a green. Okay, this is the first sentence that's new. Made it past the barrier of power going out. You can control the temperature and humidity so you can grow all sorts of rare flowers. The entrance this way, shall I take you there? Yes, thank you. I'm still curious on what that 167 and all that means, because that's even here on the wooden blocks. That is curious. That makes me really curious on what this means. Because obviously it's important enough for it to be here at their estate. Did Kiyomasa get curious like plants? Yes, I've heard. Apparently this greenhouse was built so master can pursue gardening as a hobby. Can I look inside? Yes, anyone can enter the greenhouse at any time. However, in order to enter, you must pass under the decontamination arc. You can only enter after being decontaminated so you don't damage the plants. Okay. Can you show me around the inside? Is this part of my investigation? Yes. Yes, I still have many questions I'd like to ask. I'll continue inside. Alright, come this way. I mean, that works. This place, a sword and shield, that looks really weird. This is such a pretty flower. What's this one called? What does this have to do with the investigation? I have no idea. I don't know much about flowers. That's, everything is controlled automatically by that console over there. That's why neither myself nor Domon ever come in here. Nearly all of it's controlled by that machine. Now that Kiyomasa died, will have his greenhouse. I suppose it'll pass to whoever inherits. Which would mean it could pass on to you. But you're part of the will. It doesn't matter if you think that they're more worthy than you or not. Like, you are to be the one getting it. I don't see him coming in here. Yoshi, what about, yes, I see them. Oh, okay. Yeah, that... Perhaps, yeah, it might have something to do with the message and the stuff in the courtyard. It might be here. Although, there only seems to be flowers in here, but that could be where he gets the grass. I really should be getting back. I still have much work to do. Wait a minute, I still have questions. I'm gonna ask about herself. How long have you been working here for? Almost 2 years. After I've been working at the side of the clothes and I was out of a job. I then saw an advertisement for a live-in maid and they most graciously suppose that it was because I have experience in nursing. My job is to take care of master as he lay ill in bed. But yeah, you put out enough trust to where like he simply gave you that. Like he gave you, you're part of his will. I'm smart. I couldn't even do basics, so I caused him all sorts of issues. Are they always so rough with you? Yeah. Oh, my fault. If I had done my job better, then... Alright, I learned from last time that just to let him talk sometimes. About what kind of person was Kiyomasa Kikuri. I thought he was quite a lovely man. He had many facets. The society was the CEO of a huge company, a scientific mastermind. To me, I saw the face of an old man overflowing with love, calmly awaiting death. The master told me about his many things, like his lifestyle up to then, for example. What's his lifestyle? Yes, he spent his entire life thinking about making money. As I've been told, he had a rough time when he was poor, so as long as it made him money. So he was kind of like a, I guess, a Scrooge type of person. However, he told me not to live like he did. While he gained a huge fortune, he also became extremely lonely. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the end, you really don't have anything. He said those who are obsessed with money have... Yeah, I mean, that is... I would say that's true. I had no idea what he meant by back then. I mean, but you could also see it on the people around here. But in the end, it looks like he wasn't able to change. He would mutter about to continue supporting those idiots until he died. By idiots, he means his company's customers. That was quite a rude way to speak. To be fair, I imagine he might have been talking about his sons, and that's why he set him on this like killing thing. The question is, why do you include Mizuno in it? So if it wasn't his customer, then was it his sons? Who else would it be? Anyway, it looks like Kiyomasa Kikuri had more going on in the background. So I didn't learn anything about there. So imagine the CEO lifestyle. He would also talk about his company products to me. Okay, so I didn't learn anything there. Like I didn't get any piece of evidence about the will. So what do you think about your name being listed as potential heir on the will? I understand why he would do that. While he's alive, Master spoke to me. To be fair, he kept everything a secret for a reason. If he had, I know I would have turned him down. That would probably be why he also didn't tell you. Like, that would be a good reason not to tell you. I have to get back. Can't keep her here much longer. Okay, shall we go? I mean, I want to investigate this more because if he's talking about the courtyard, this is a potential place where he could have done his stuff. You were very helpful, thank you. Anyway, you haven't been shown to your room for the night, have you? It's already made up for you. This better be a good room. I better have like one of the best rooms in this place. I mean, I'm glad they gave me a room. I hope I don't have to share it with Inugami. Considering, like, I don't know if they were... I mean, they were expecting a witness, but did they expect it at the same time? If that makes any sense. I mean, this place is kind of nice. See your room. You see, the 167's even up there in the, like, corner. Why is it all over this mansion? If you need anything, please let me know. Now, if you excuse me. Oh, I like her. I hope she lives. She left. I wasn't planning on staying, so I don't have anything with me. Still too early to sleep. Perhaps I should pretend to investigate a little more. Caesar's killer might still be here in this mansion after all. Let's check it out just in case. Go to the courtyard again. I mean, that's what we were talking about. Oh, I have to look around here. Interview those involved. Can I not go out this door? Oh, map. Okay, I see. Alright, to the Great Hall, I guess. This place better be... Okay, so this is the Great Hall. This is the large hall where the meeting. Suzu's in here too. Yeah, that's right. I'll be back at the office in 2 days' time. Things are completely up in the air right now. Even I know how this will end. Okay, thanks. My investigation going pretty badly. Kadaka agents sent people to go mess up my neighborhood's power in the middle of it. You better get to it then, that's my job. Or you're not satisfied if you don't want to work anymore. Theo knew his will would affect the company's future, so why head hurts. Alright, so we're just interviewing people now, I guess. What about you? Yeah, what's your relationship like? Like, why are you here? I've been working at Kikuri Pharmaceuticals for a long time, and the CEO as well. I was the right-hand man. I'm now acting as place and making all the managerial decisions for the company. We should take management then? That would be stupid. Yeah, like, who would listen to that? He's there as a formality. He interrupts management for fun. He's getting in the way. The only person who could is someone with a lot of experience like me. Though, I expect someone still green behind ears like yourself would understand. I mean, I kind of get that on how... Oh, there's a lot of stuff apparently in his stuff that we're supposed to ask about if that's only 8%. What kind of person was Kiyomasa Kikuri in your eyes? This project contributes so much to development of Shuten order. When it comes to pharmaceuticals, our company has over 80% of the market, and manufacturing produces over 40... Oh, jeez. If it wasn't for him, our lives would have been different. That's just how great of a man he was. So there's definitely a lot of information. I think I'm supposed to snap at a lot of these green stuff. So let me just see if there's stuff I could use against other parts and see if it's like one of those I have to find conflicting statements in his own words things. To be nonsensical nonsense, to be... I understand splitting the inheritance between his sons, but to put the maid on there as well, what on earth was he thinking? Okay, I know that's definitely a green. That definitely is a snap. What are you doing? Oh. The one that would like, hey, why is the company failing? I imagine that would be like a big one. In case the company's in danger, if it, then perhaps I should. No, forget I said anything. I don't know if I can forget that. Oh, is the 25% like a in general thing, like for all three of the places? Make sure you keep an eye on those usual sons. They may have been using the CEO's money if I had thought in the world. They would definitely get rid of anyone if it was in their self-interest. I'm sure they wouldn't care if it meant killing one of their own to get a bigger share. I'm sure one of them will slip up soon. Make sure to catch them in the act. When uncertain... I will get far in society. I will find, apparently, a society, or found one. I was a fool for expecting anything from you, so now I'm busy, so I'll be going now. Dude is rude, but at least he's not in the Suns, I guess. The Suns are definitely much worse. I still have some time, so perhaps I'll do more investigating. I don't think there's... This place is... Are those dolls? Those are weird. This entire place is weird. I mean, I guess this part isn't that weird. I mean, that's where we were sitting in front of it. So I do like having this alternate angle. So I guess let's go. I guess we'll just get Kiyomasa over with. I don't like him the most. I don't. This hallway connects to all the Kikuri family bedrooms. Why did Kiyomasa Kikuri leave such a will? Perhaps if I search his room, I might find the answer to that question. Where is his room though? If I don't ask someone, I'll never find it. Could just keep going in and out. Oh, hi there. Oh, I didn't realize he was that like much shorter than us. Because his sprite's like that. Like he's a lot bigger than us. Oh, you're sitting like that. You scare the hell out of me. I'm looking for Mr. Kiyomasa, the old man's room. Oh, it's that one. Thank you. Don't tell me you're planning on going to the old fart's room. Might be investigating whatever, but I find it really suspicious. What? How? What do you mean I'm just like that, mate? How would I steal the fortune? That's why you're skulking around here. If she's an incident, the meetings about the inheritance will be delayed. No, we already decided this. Take her right. Yeah, you can't really do that. In order to get the inheritance to go ahead, I need you to cooperate with me. Ask about no. Ask about him. Why are you so antagonistic? They can make fun of me for being a shut-in and still living. I think those guys who go out and work their asses off every day are the stupid ones. Then what? And some large sub. He gambles with CS:GO crates. That's what I'm. Or either that, or him managing large sum money online. He's either a gotcha whale or he gambles using CS like Go crates. I get more money a second than I can earn in a year. Does he mean through stock exchange or through online gambling? I don't think he's got that much money. Perhaps he's in debt? Alright. Ask about security. Did you get along with your father? What do you mean? Like he let you live here or do nothing and like until proven otherwise spend a lot of money on gacha. I wish I could spend that money on gacha. Like that much money. Just gonna put a whale out, like have E6 everyone, have, you know, all the skins that I would want, and like, well, I guess the biggest game I wouldn't whale on it if I even had that much money, but I'd be able to roll on like Mahjong Soul. That's something I wish I could be doing right now, like, cause holy crap, those rolls are expensive, like $30 for a 10 pull. It's kind of nuts. He was always making fun of me. He would call me good for nothing slacker. So I told him, you're no better than me now. He was bedridden due to illness. But I probably couldn't save him from what happened to him. Makes me laugh. Wait, his pride or my pride? His pride, okay. I was about to say. About the will. What do you think about the will? Thought the old fart had lost his mind. Illness can make you do that after all. Otherwise, he never left anything to the maid. She totally buttered him up. Bet she used her feminine charms to get to him. I won't forgive her just because she's a woman. Alright, I mean, you do you, man. It looks like I won't get much more from him. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. This killer might be close by, so be careful. I'm not gonna lose to some girl. I don't think she's the killer. Dude, I think you're safe from her. I think you need to be worried about other people. I still have some time, so perhaps I should do more investigating. Give me 1 second. I don't... I've noticed it getting, like, kind of abnormally hot in here. I don't think the fan I use in my room turned on properly after my power flipped, like, a lot. Give me 1 second. Well, I think there's about a 30-40% chance the rapid power flash that I had, I think about 30 minutes ago now, you know, I think it might have broke my AC unit. That's a problem for future me. Because I don't think it's blowing cold air anymore. There's a huge pond in the garden. It looks like they're keeping a koi in it. I mean, that's nice. Wait, where'd they get the koi? I thought everything was extinct. That's the eldest Kukuri's son's wife, Miki Kukuri. Is she feeding the koi? Are they fake koi or something? Or are they something from like the Ministry of Science? Oh, let me tie my hair up real quick. Because I feel myself like pulling it on the chair. Like I sat down and like moved my head a little bit and I felt myself just yank it kind of hard. Everything's going wrong in the last like 20-30 minutes. What's wrong? Looks like once more. How disgusting. What are you looking at? Sorry, I'm just looking around. I'm here. Allow me to ask you a few questions. I want to know more about her. Like, what are you doing? Have you been married to Yoshi long? Why did I have to talk to you about something so private? It's just for my investigation. I'm Ray. Ministry of Justice guy seems to have the right idea about you. You're really gonna if you trust him, why aren't you trusting his word on that? So where'd you graduate? What's your surname? How much money do you make? That's a lot of questions. If you can't answer me, then you have no right to ask anything of me. Just go up and die as well. Oh, wow. Why are you so why are you now the antagonistic? There's not a single good person in this house besides me and maybe the druggy Minister of Justice. Assuming he's not the one that killed me. Were you close to Kimasa Kikuri at all? Okay. My husband is his eldest son, yet he was so reluctant to cover our living expenses. Now he wants to share our inheritance, and with that useless lump too. She's remembering it annoys me. Oh, now she's just chucking at the koi fish. I'm still wondering how there's fish here, knowing that everything is pretty much extinct, unless they're, I mean, to be fair, I guess they're that rich. So about the will, that thing is invalid. It's not fair unless my husband gets the most. I won't allow the will to go through. That's how it's supposed to be. My husband's the eldest. Even the stingy part said so he has the right to get the majority of the money. But I'll never forget that damn parasite. Some of them. Yeah, just more slander on the maid. I'll never forgive her. People here are so horrible. She totally lost her cool. I don't think I'll get much of her else. I'll just stop. Let me answer my question. If you see something, though. Yeah, I don't think she's in her right state of mind. Yeah, you should just go. She's busy chucking stuff at the koi fish. I don't know if I learned anything out of these, like, investigations. I should go back to my room. I didn't get a single piece of evidence, I think, out of any of that. Guest Ray's room. It says guest Ray, so I'm assuming I might go to Inugami's room. Oh, hi. Miss you so much, hon. I did not agree to this. I feel your voice chilling, the moans that rain down. Oh, he's tripping. What is wrong with you? I see you've been doing your best, but haven't gotten anywhere, right? There's no need to worry. As long as I'm here, the truth will never die. As long as you continue, find yourself coming closer to the truth. Truth is always deep because that's my theory. No, he's not okay. He's tripping. Like a serious storm right now. While you're investigating, I wasn't playing around either. You know, looking at how a third party could have gotten onto this island, my conclusion was, I think he's going to tell us that probably there was no way. There's no one here that, yeah. With the bridge out, we don't account for outsiders being part of this mystery. How was that for progress? Nothing happens tomorrow. I wonder. What? Even the founder, who should still be alive, is no longer with us. Tomorrow meant to last to eternity. Irrevocably changed. We are no succession. You have to say that, as I am the one he's talking about. I understand. I am in fact searching for an answer in order for there to be a tomorrow for me. Are you really want to kill? I don't think he did. I don't think he would have been sober enough to get away with something like that complex. If you are, then I'll continue the charade until I get you to confess. While you're here, can I ask you a few questions? Sure. But I can't tell you more about the founder's death. My request hasn't been finished yet. I know. I want to ask you about something else. Alright. I mean, I guess ask about him. You said that you used to be a private detective as well, right? Yep, I got running detective novels. It was my dream. Become a brilliant deduction, crack difficult cases, and unmask the villain. I looked up to the school detectives who fought for justice. About the will. You know it was in the will. What did you think about it? Me, of course. That's fair. That was very funny. I guess I need to ask him about these. But that is very fair. Just thinking, man, I saw his name. Dude, this is messed up. This is hilarious. What kind of detective were you, Inagami? I was a great detective, I say so myself. Truly, and I was passionate too. First, I helped both Ministry of Security and Justice to solve their cases, and then they started calling me the Ghost White Brain Cell and had high hopes for my future. Okay, so you didn't know, like, Tekko. I guess we were told that Tekko knew, like, the founder for the longest, but I guess you didn't know the founder before the founding of the Shuten Order. If you were doing all this stuff, you were helping the ministry, and you just got promoted, I guess, from within. So I wonder if Tekko's the only one we knew before, like, anything. If that makes sense, like, before anything. That's the only thing I can figure right now. Alright, so, but then I quit. Yeah, I mean, he's here with us now. I can understand the difference between justice and truth. When I was a kid, I used to think that justice and truth are the same thing, but no, they are the same thing, but there are also several ways to look at them separately. By the reverse side of a reverse board, when flipped, white can become black. Or I could die on top, you see a 1, but the reverse... Okay, you don't need to show off that you know how a dice is organized. Contrary to what I believe, everything exists all at once. There's omnipresence. When I figured out that truth, I can no longer work as a detective. It doesn't matter how much you see truth, or justice, or truth. How they're perceived depends on your stance. So he's... I don't think he's a bad person. I just think he likes tripping. I do think this is also pretty base. Just you know, I thought it was very, very funny. Not gonna lie, you know. But everyone's at each other's throats because of what was written. That's probably why it's funny. That's why it's so funny to him. It's like, in fact, one is already dead. We don't know if his death is related to the will. But it's funny to think that such a mess could occur from an unrelated death. Unrelated. If you're wrong, it's related. More people could die, even Miss Mizuno. So unrelated, and if it were, their death should be a result of the path his sons chose to walk on. Don't murder and violence. I think if someone's gonna murder, I don't think they're gonna care. That's right. Yeah. You're right, but the doctrines were murder and violence if you're doing them yourself. In other words, you can't do anything. What others do has no bearing on you, so you can't hire others to do it. It's dangerous, so if you see a murderer, you don't have to risk your life to stop the killer. That's what the Ministry of Security is for. All we have to do is report it and either watch or run. You haven't reported this, though. You're the one who said they wanted... Who said they want to investigate this? Am I wrong? At first glance, what he said made sense. But letting things be, even though you know it badly, even finding it funny, there's something wrong. I just think he likes to be entertained and like likes doing drugs. That's my conclusion. Or something wrong with this country, or is it me? Well, if there's something wrong with the country, you're the one that did find the country, or like founded it. I guess. Did you know Mr. Kikuri for long? Ever since I was a detective, to be honest, he was one of your clients. I can never forget the incident you asked me to solve back then. Well, tell me about that. What kind of incident was it? I can't tell you. Client confidentiality is paramount, as I'm sure you're aware. But yeah, I think he just likes to be entertained. It was long ago, and that client's dead now. He can't be mad at me. Can never tell this guy. Well, I mean, I was gonna say don't die, but you're dead, and so that might not cover your basis. Back then, Kimasa's request was to find whoever stole money from his company. Someone stole money? Yep, apparently the culprit snuck into the safe office. Wait, the way he said that, apparently the culprit snuck into the safe. The suspects were 6. Oh, all 6 of the top managers. Jeez. By the time they confirmed, everyone had alibis, so there was some trickery afoot. Then Kiyomasa asked me to secretly find the culprit for him. If I were to find them, I wouldn't tell the Ministry of Security or anything of the sort. If it were made public, then the culprit's family could be hurt as well. Which is why he insisted everything be done quietly, not to rush anything. So he's being considerate, or was he worried about appearance? I think the latter. And, of course, I figured out and unraveled all the trickery. I'm curious, yeah, what kind of trigger could they use to reiterate? That is a secret. Oh. It's too much to ask to explain. I wouldn't want anyone to copy them either. Wouldn't do that. Anyway, after you helped him with that, Kiyomasa started relying on you. Something like that. Even if you remained in contact, so you remained in contact even after you became head of the Ministry of Justice. Getting approval from someone so high up must have made things so much easier for you. But you quit being a detective. Is the reason also a secret? So something happened, I think. I expect I'll tell you soon. Okay, so he's gonna tell us something. I expect it has to be something kind of big if he like just quit being a detective and like worked as just a ministry. Once I feel up to it. Looks like a skeleton in the closet as well. He's my strong... I don't know if he's the strongest suspect. Well, we wouldn't know that because, you know, we've done the Taco stuff. I know Taco isn't the strongest. I guess of the 2 we've done so far, he is the strongest. The more I get to know him, the easier it might be to find solid evidence to prove his guilt. By the way, the others know about money being stolen from the company, like Yoshi or Suzu? Nope, Yoshi hasn't started there yet, and Suzu wasn't a suspect. Everyone who was connected is gone now, especially now that Kiyomasa is dead. Everyone. When the suspects know, or are they all dead too? No one here knows about that, so can you keep that to yourself? Attentive as a yeah, you're gonna say that right after you just did all that? Yeah, you told me everything. Well, I mean, that's some big information I guess know about their connection, their history and stuff like that. That's enough. Talk so much, I'm exhausted. That's enough for me. Gotta take another little... Yeah, why don't we go do drugs with this dude? Why not? No, thank you. I mean, it seems like it could be chill, you know, if we just went out there and did it. And so, the first day of Kishiro Inugami's strange request ended. I decided to go to bed early in order to be ready for the big meeting tomorrow. I want to get through the next 48 hours, like the will said, without anything else happening. If I can, I believe I'll finally find out what Kishiro Inugami is hiding. Well, these next 2 days definitely aren't going to go smooth. We know that for a fact. That's just not going to happen. Alright, he's going to say... Because 166 remaining to the end of the world. Because I don't think it's days, because it said we met with Tekka multiple years ago. You know, like I think it's like 25 years ago, and it was like 600 days versus 168. Bang. Hi there. Oh, that has to be sweaty, just sleeping like with those clothes on. Given I don't know if you've had even a chance to like change or gotten any change clothes or shower. All right, the Kikuri Mansion. What was that noise? Was it coming from the hallway? I mean, let me look around the room real quick. I can't just stay here. I should go. Oh, I wanted. Why even give me the choice if you're not even gonna like give me a small thing? Oh, hi there. Or I might see if you stay here. Hey, morning. I hate being late. You need to wake up earlier or die if I realize. What time is it? Yeah, it's only 7. Anyway, what was that noise? It sounded like something exploding. Uh-huh. Everyone you heard is running around like a headless chicken right now. Well, yeah, because gunfire just went off. I'm gonna go look. Oh, we're booking it. What happened? We heard a lot of bang come from this room, so we came to look, but we can't open the door. Whose room is it? It looks like it's locked. Go find the key. This door can only be locked from the inside, which means someone has to be inside. After all the ruckus, I bet whoever's inside does. I mean, imagine whoever's inside might be dead. I think I heard someone fall down, so something definitely happened inside. So we get fall down. She said gunfire. It sounded more like a fall down. They open if we force it. But I want me to want to do it. Can you? I don't know if I can. I don't know if Ray can do it. I won't. Yeah, like let him do it. Blast be the Shuten order. It opened. Okay, so The morning of the second meeting began with the sound of a single gunshot, and on the ground surrounded by bookshelves was a body, his face marred by a horrible wound. It was one of the possible inheritors. I wish I could say I felt bad. I wish I could. I know he had problems, but he was rude to both me and Mizuru, so like, no. He was shot in the face, there's no coming back from that. Prayers and sorrows. What's all the noise? It sounds like it might have been a trap though. It might not have been aimed for him. He would, yeah. All four, I don't know if all four of us have alibis, but all four of us were outside when the locked room happened. Everyone, don't go in that room, must preserve the crime scene. Ah, my head hurts. You got me. Oh, hi there. Might have drunk too much last night, so now I'm all gloomy. I'll put it, something horrible happened, didn't it? It looks like the killer really wants to make us work. I should go investigate. Yeah, was there some... Sorry, I shouldn't have screamed. What happened? My room is right next door, and my door was slightly open when I took a peek. And wait, hold up. My room is right next door, my door is slightly open, so can I open your door? On the floor is that... Uh-huh. Were they trying to kill her? They used that gun I couldn't have. I've never seen that thing before in my life. To be fair, like the gun, there is a gun right next to him. I don't know, I really don't know anything. She won't get Ramen just doing to but it's her room. Yeah, protect her. But the first person to find the gun and then raise the alarm was Miss Mizuno. If she kept quiet, then no one would have noticed. She was panicked because she thought someone might find it among her belongings. Why would she try to hide something like that in her own room? Especially when there's a gun, like, laying right next to him. Are trying to cover up, and it should have been you now. Yeah, my head hurts. Everyone just leave. Everyone, please calm down. Also, don't yell so much. We get organized now. Mizuno, stand for me. Now he's having to get involved with the investigation. That's it. He's like, man, I'm getting tired of this. Now I have to get involved. As y'all know, Tsukujiro Kukuri has died, showing that there are only two people who Kiyomasu names and the inheritors remaining. With the situation as it is, we cannot go ahead with this meeting right now. However, I will ask y'all first, so we go ahead with the meeting anyway. Of course, the meeting has to go as planned, and your reasoning is, we can settle the matter of the suspect in the murder case during the meeting, and if they are potential heir, the rights need to be terminated then and there. I see, as I said yesterday, anyone found guilty of the crime will forfeit their rights. Alright then, the second meeting will go ahead at midday as planned. There we'll discuss the murder as well. You will not get a penny of the Kukuri fortune. You hear me? I'm talking about you, Mizuno. The fact, okay, it's gonna, I don't want it to be her, but the amount of suspicion they're drawing on her is making me start thinking that it could be that. Oh, I almost forgot. To get the meeting fair, Ray will continue to investigate these murders. It's my policy to judge them based on the absolute truth, no matter how bad the action is. I hope you will cooperate with it. Ray, do you have anything to add? Thank you, everyone. That's all. That's all, folks. Now, shall we continue? Oh, he's gonna help me? Oh. That's kind of mean. Of course not. I can't. I'm simply a judge here. I can't set up anyone. Though if I get bored, I'll be around somewhere. Feel free to investigate wherever you want. Although enough of the half-hearted attempts at investigating. If you keep that up, the people here will force you to quit as a witness and the detective. Especially that finger stab. That finger stab habit is annoying people. Try to be a little more careful. Then I'll bring some... Okay, so I'm assuming my trust meter is going to go down, I guess, in terms of, like, how much I have to start with. I mean, start the scene of the crime. That's the best way to start. If I just draw on for too long, I'm in danger of not making it in time. I have to figure this out and fast. Like, I feel like we're doing a decent-ish job. And we haven't lost too much trust. Between that, body was discovered in the maid's room next door. Which should I search first? Probably the crime scene. The crime scene, I think, would make the most sense to investigate first. Alright, Matt. Let me do this real quick. This is bugging me. This is nothing, like, there's something weird, like, I'll show where this right. There's something weird. Ever since my power went out, this booted up in safe mode, and I didn't know. Like my camera stuff, and so I'm just fixing that real quick. There we go. It's been bugging me. It's very small, very minute thing. I don't know if anyone even would notice or is noticed. It's just bothering me. Like it's solely just me that was bothered by it. All right, I guess let me start with the library, investigate the crime scene first. That's what makes, I guess, the most sense. All right, what is this room? There's so many. Really? Really, Ray? You have to ask what a library is. I know you have amnesia, but you're busy saying you're a private detective. You're going to draw a lot of suspicion not knowing what a library is. As you can see, it's a library. There's obscure history books, romance novels, thick encyclopedia, and company notes. If I was bored, I can kill all sorts of time here, though there is also a buddy here. Alright, so let's check over here. What's this? Is that an antique clock? It doesn't show time, but the number is 166 instead. Are you interested in the counter to the end? Can I actually snap this now? Oh, I can. The counter to the end of the world? What? No way. There's someone here who doesn't know about the counter. You're a detective, right? Not every course. Oh, well, I'm shooting about the end, right? Yes, the end of all civilization. Yep. The Shuten order exists to bring about the end. The counter to the end of the world shows how long we have left before that wonderful end comes, but it's not measured in days. The counter is set up all over town, right? We look up at them and pray. Because you didn't know, maybe you don't want that. Of course, this is counter 2. There's a strange sign I didn't realize. So wait, how can it be 25 years if it was 625 days on that clock? Is there a way to get more time added back, or what's going on there? I wonder what they'll use to wipe humanity out, maybe a nuclear weapon? So you know what a nuclear weapon is, but you don't know what a library is, right? Pray for the end, even if it means their own deaths. You can call them insane, you're their founder. Like, you are the founder of this. I mean, I got % up. I don't get anything from it, but at least I know it's now officially a countdown towards the end. But it's just saying 166 until the end, and not like days or hours or anything. It's kind of suspicious. There's an empty space on this bookshelf. The history of Kakuri Farmer School is 1 on 8, with only volume 4 missing. The missing book is... Let me... It would probably... Oh, the missing book would not be the morning rope. Alright. Maybe I snap this, and I use that for the next. Hold the history from beginning to now. There isn't anything of note. Oh. So I guess I don't have the evidence to... I mean, the book's right there. Alright, let's look at the... Oh, that's a lot of place investigating. Oh, this got a lot more advanced. This is a lot more advanced than the last case. Let me talk to you. Help me. From what I can tell, the things that stand in the room are the dead body and the fallen gun, the oddly toppled book, the entrance, and your head. There are others too, but you already know those, correct? Well, good luck. All let's check the book. So I can go put that book like on the shelf, or like use that evidence for it. So I'm assuming this is the book that's missing. This bookmark, the tip has been torn off. Why would that be though? All right, a book found near a line the body of Tsukajiro Kakuri, titled "The History of Kakuri Pharmaceuticals Part 4." The bookmark ribbons is broken. All right. So before I do that, let's go to the bookshelf and go do this missing book thing, because I now have the evidence for the book. All right, set the evidence and snap my fingers. This probably because it's part of the volume. I wonder why Tsukajiro wanted to read this book. Oh, I can see the back of the shelf through this gap. there's a guy. That's how you imagine where the bullet was fired. There's a hole in. Oh, and so the reason the ribbon's cut is because it pulled a string and stuff like what's the type of contraction called? It's like the thing where I really hate how I remember this. There's like the person that made a mouse trap using like a gun when the cheese is like taken and it fires the bullet, and it was like really ineffective. But that's what I thought of. I don't know what it's called, but that whatever that is, he is the mouse with the cheese now. That's the only way to describe it. It's like a something. It's like a Ruth machine, I think, maybe. I don't know, but that's all I know about it. It was used as a mouse trap before as well. I can see a light coming in through this hole. I see the room next door. This is a peephole. Peephole in the room next door. Let's see where the hole on the other side. Alright. A hole that allows you to peek in the next room for the hallway found in the wall behind the bookshelf was normally hidden by books. Please don't tell me that's the maid's room. I really hope that's not the maid's room. Alright, let's I guess let's what more here, I guess. There's a gun. Was he killed by it? Let me take a look. It's a 45 caliber revolver that holds 6 rounds. It's quite a powerful weapon. I should have bullets. None of the 6 rounds. Maybe it was that it was on him for protection. It hasn't been fired. I didn't see all the bullets are accounted for. The muzzle is very clean. There's no evidence of gunpowder on it. And this gun wasn't used. Which means, was he killed with the weapon in the maid's room? There's something strange etching on the bottom of the grip. Ray? Or Re? What a strange coincidence for this gun to have been dropped here. Well, and I imagine that might go with the knife, which a 6-shot cylinder, all of the rounds are still in the cylinder. This gun hasn't been used. Ray is engraved in the bottom of the grip. Interesting. Can I see evidence? What was the... How do I view the details? So I wonder if it says... I think one of our the theories that Ray gave at the very beginning of what it might say fully was retaliation. I wonder if it is that and it has to do with maybe whatever happened in the beginning. Oh, all the suspects. Why? Can he be a suspect? Alright. I didn't know it would do all this. What does it say about us? Found a shut in order, murdered by someone but resurrected by the power god. She has lost her memories. To achieve her true revival, she must find a killer, make them confess, and then kill them. Alright, so it's very interesting how they just give us all of this stuff, even though we don't need it for a lot of people. Every day she's bullied by the family, uses stress reliever. She's one of the harass candidates suspected of being the killer. It's very... I really hope she's not the killer. His clothing is still neat. It doesn't seem like he was shot as a result of a struggle. This body, he's laying with his head pointing at the window. The only wound is a hole through his right eye socket. Can I snap and get like... This wound is killed with one shot. If anyone's shot in the crown like that, they'd die. I wonder if he had any idea what happened to him as he breathed his last breath. I must say, that was an excellent shot. Not very easy to headshot like that. It's not a very big thing to target. I see. I was serious lucky. Maybe that just that good, or maybe they really get so close that they can never have missed. So I wonder if that hole would do it. This is a bullet wound, right? I mean, the problem is the revolver. Oh, would the revolver only beside be the murder weapon? No. Oh. I believe the murder weapon is a much smaller gun. Trust lowered. Yeah, I can definitely see why he doesn't like my snapping. It's an ornate door. The lock on it's broken. How is the door? We're trying to get in again. I mean, it was a lot from the inside. That's right, when I rushed in, the door was locked. The lock is a simple slide lock, can only be accessed from the inside of the room, which means someone had to have locked it from the inside. Probably him. But who? When we were forced to lock open, the metal hatch broke. Alright. When the body was discovered, the door was locked from the inside. The lock is a simple slide type, only operable from within. The thing is, I think he kept that revolver on him for protection, and then outside of that was, you know... I don't know where I was going with that, so I hope you know. Looks like nothing is off of the ceiling. Alright. The bookshelves are packed with books. They look at various novels. Alright, the floors are always not a speck of dust can be seen. The window is slightly open. The curtains in the window are shaking. Maybe because it's windy outside. That's the only thing I could figure. The window is slightly open. At the very least, this room wasn't a closed space. Oh. The window wasn't locked and left open. The room wasn't completely sealed off. That raises some problems. There's a painting up here. I don't really understand art. Same. Alright, so what can I look up here? Okay, nothing new up here. Now I guess let's go to the maid's room and investigate there. Maybe we could find the revolver right there. Oh, and there's the string from what would be the, like, the ribbon of the thing. This maid's room, it seems like she usually uses it for staying overnight here. The scent. You start sniffing there the moment you enter a woman's room. I think you have the wrong idea. I don't have that kind of fetish. I have a hard time around women. I've been lied to by so many women about cases. You're what you sell, I guess, anyway. I avoid relationships with women. I'm so nervous. Dude really is just, I would say, I don't know if I would say incel maxing at this point, but he's maxing something. Not, like, I don't know what it would be, but, oh really? It's not, I mean, he doesn't seem dangerous around you, given, like, went in there and called you honey and everything. He might, I think he knows. Come think of it, I'm a woman too if he doesn't look like he's on edge at all. Alright, so she has just a counter in here. Alright. The pistol is in the floor, it's about the size of my palm. She said she screamed at her seeing the gun on the floor, right? Pretty believer than someone left it in this room. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's have a look. Break action, double barrel, compact pistol. So a dare ringer then. There's a shell in the chamber and it's still warm. We can safely assume. So this was the bullet that was fired into him. Fire recently to the shot I heard this morning was from this gun. Most likely. The body in the next room. It would be fired through that hole. Alright, piece of evidence. Small handgun was found in the floor of Mizuno's room. There were signs that it had been fired. The morning gunshot was the sound of the gun discharging, but the body is in the next room. Well, because the whole thing, and I do think it was, and I see like this on the ground, I do think it was like a, whatever it's called, that mousetrap thing I talked about. Whatever that is, I believe, what was used here. What is this? There's some sort of lint. That's a big piece of lint. No, I don't want to do the corpse. I want to use the book. That is part of the book. That is a big piece of lint. Like, Jesus. Like, you gotta roll your, like, shirts out more often if that's, like, the lint that you're getting. I matched the color and it's the marker of this book. The string on the book in the library got cut and dropped in this room. But who would do that and why? But it's strange. This marker, the end of it's tied to a ring. I wonder if it has anything to do with the case. Alright. It appears to be part of a bookmark. The end is tied in a loop. Alright, this is not looking good for the maid so far, shall we? Is the window open? The window is shut tight. Alright, good. Bed. The bed is neatly made. That's... So I guess either she's very clean or she wasn't here. But I can tell the things that stand in the room are that gun and the bookshelf and... Oh, my head. Well, you know what? Alright, let's go look at this shelf real quick. Mirror. I wonder if Mizuno gets ready for... I would imagine so. The dresser most likely has Mizuno's clothes in it. We don't know for certain, but we'll wait until we might be missing something. There aren't as many as in the library, but there are a lot of books in a line on this bookshelf too. December, romance dangers the old Baron's love. Oh, she liked the romance novels. They're all romance novels. Mizuno must like them. Alright, let's see. Evidence set. Oh, I want to... Okay, so I would probably use the people here. Considering the position of this room, there should be something around here. And... There's a peephole in the back of this bookshelf. The peephole in the library connects to here. I see if it's behind a bookshelf, a hole in the wall would be rather hard to spot. What would it be here for? Well, it's a peep. Go from the other side, you can see Mizuno. Oh. I was thinking it more of like, I'm still thinking of it in terms of like the trap that I was talking about. However, I could definitely see that that's why he was in the library. Truly is distasteful. A hole as you peek into the next room from the room found on the wall behind the bookshelf. The hole is surrounded by gaps arranged by books, making it hard to notice. To be fair, you also have to assume that they could even like get to that in the first place. Let's head back in the library and go look at the gunshot wound with the pistol evidence we have now. And now that we have that. Alright. The only wound through a hole in his right side of his eye. This is a bullet wound. Evidence set. Okay, so I don't... Okay, I can now use this, the deringer, and see if it matches, I guess, the, like... the wound, I guess I should say. Why did the deringer that was left in the maid's room be the murder weapon? Yeah, I believe so. Oh, wait. Oh, would, not why. Okay. I believe so. I assume that it was used in the murder. Only the gun wasn't found here, but in the maid's room next door. That could be the key to solving this case. Alright, the bullet shot directly in his right eye, likely a fatal blow. The bullet didn't pass through. The murder weapon is believed to be the deringer that was found in the maid's room. Well, still have a lot of evidence to possibly go over that would be important. Let's head back to the maid's room, and maybe the window is important. The window is shut tight. Never mind, I would imagine there'd be evidence if there was. Let's go look at the dresser, maybe. Let's go look in here. Should I investigate what rifle went through a girl's dresser is? I am a girl too, though. I don't think the dresser's relevant at all, or do you have some other reason to go rustling around in it? Oh, he thinks I'm a pervert now. Alright, so we have maybe the bed? You're not thinking of doing anything. Oh, ow. Of course not. Oh, I'm losing a lot of trust like very quickly. A small exposed light bulb hangs from the ceiling. I wonder if someone could be... I wonder if someone could go up there or something. It seems very modest compared to the other rooms. Maybe because it's servants' quarters? Oh. I've lost half my trust being in here. I gotta go to the library or something. I gotta get out of here. I gotta lose my trust somewhere else. I'm being exposed as a fraud. Looks like nothing is off of the ceiling. Let me look. I don't believe... See anything out of the norm? Okay. I have lost a lot of trust. Not a speck of dust can be seen. Is that... Of course there aren't any footprints. There's no point in searching the floor for those. Man, I am a fraud. Alright, let me do this just in case. Also, in case I also, like, lose power again. Alright. His clothing is still neat. Would that be a piece of evidence? Okay. It looks closer. The hem here is torn. Oh, I did. Yeah, I was about to say, I thought that was part of the design. Maybe it got caught on something? Can't say for sure. I'll keep it in mind. Oh. The hem is close torn as a constant. It might have always been like that, or it might have been caught on something. Okay, there's still a lot about this case I don't fully understand, but considering we're at 100%, I guess their pieces are there. We just have to put them together. Well, the scene inspection's through then. Next, I suppose we should get the testimonies. Okay, yeah, that would also make sense. I choose a question, go locate them, but we don't know who is where. Our problem, I have an idea of where they would be. For example, Yoshi should be Carpon, Mizuno on the bridge, and Miyabi at the entrance. How do you know about all that? Just simple deduction. The method is rather complicated though, so... okay. They just say it was simple. Well, shouldn't get in the way, so I'll stay in the back and be quiet. Don't mind me. Go on and get to work if you will. He just wants to watch. He's Byakuya maxing from Danganronpa Trigger Abiabic. If he's gonna be here, he could at least help. Alright, so who should we talk with first? Well, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Where to first? Okay, I have all my trust back. Okay, I'm very glad about that. So I'm gonna say Mizuno for last, because you know, you're my favorite. I am gonna go to talk. I'm gonna go to the garden pond, like first, and just talk to him and just get him out of the way. Staring at the koi in the pond. And your wife was yelling at them earlier. Well, I guess it was yesterday. She was yelling. Do you like koi? Oh. I was just thinking about how much they're worth. Jeez. I'm gonna sell them? The one who took care of them is gone, plus I'm taking over everything from the house. What I do with my possessions is my decision. Mizuno's still here, so he isn't getting everything. Is he planning on killing Mizuno, taking it all for himself? What do you want? I just had a few things I want to ask you. The cover is obviously Mizuno, the investigation is completely pointless. I mean, let's ask about him. What's wrong with you? What could you possibly ask about me? Can't honestly believe I'd kill my own brothers. I'm the heir to the Kikuri estate. My brothers would never go against me, so their money is my money. I mean, that's one way to prove your innocence. I no need to kill it. It would get pointless. Then, were you close with them? There's no way you could be. Not with this selfish, self-absorbed attitude. Not even I can get along with this man. And you're the founder. And like, you're supposed to be like one of the nicest people there is. That's about Kiyomasa. Remember, what type of person was your father? What could that have to do with his murder? Well, taking into account the murder could be related to the Kikuri inheritance. It's obvious. He knew this would happen, that's why the insidious will exist. That is true. He didn't trust anyone but himself. He was a greedy old man. Nasty old man, nothing good about him other than his money. He did say that to be, like, the will does make it very obvious that he knew this was going to happen. Why would he leave such a will? It is something he would do. He's testing us, testing to see where they're taking over the Kikuri estate. If not, then why say the inheritance go to the one who survives? Bring it on as if all was trash to that who hasn't taken the family vows. So there's some questions I might want to ask him, but I imagine I might not need that evidence. Is there anything you've noticed about his murder? That gun's from my father's collection. That gun, which one? The one in the library or the one in Mizuno's room? Both? Only that old man would hold on to such an antique of a gun. I'm sure Mizuno must have taken it from the room. Why are you so certain? Talking to you makes me sick. I'm gonna go to my room. I don't have time for this. Go arrest that maid. Part of me thinks that she is definitely more suspicious than last time. I don't think she's done it. I don't think she did it still. I suppose I'll ask her around a bit more. Oh, he really just is just sitting there like listening the entire time. He's not doing anything but just like watching and listening. He's just here to be entertained. Like, we just are here for his entertainment. I arrived at the entrance, Miyabi. Shitora happened to be passing by. I had time, so I figured I'd go walk around the manor. That's fair. Do you mean to question me? I'm not to do with the inheritance. I have no reason to kill Tsukijiro. Yes, I know. I want to get a handle on what's happening leading up to the crime. You were next to the scene after Miss Mizuno and Mr. Domon, correct? So I wonder if you might have noticed something the others haven't. See, despite being useless, you can still think, wow. Okay, that's uncalled for. But it's no use, it's pointless. The room I'm in is right by the library, so of course it'd be the first one there. I see, so that's why. I'd like to ask about some other things. Let's ask about him. I don't even know the Kikuri family. Since Kiyoma shot himself away on this island, I came here as his doctor. There's no shortage of people saying that poisoned him, but to me, he was an irreplaceable business partner. Why did he react? I see his reaction on the side, the Minister of Justice. Why is he reacting like that? He knows something. Why didn't he get him to stay alive? He was a well-paying customer. I want him to live a long, fruitful life. So even he is after money. There's something weird going on there. On why he reacted the way he did. What was your impression of Kiyomasa Kikuri? Impression? Nothing notable. Busy. He was just a customer. No, he's consistent on that. That's one thing I'll give him. About the will. What do you think when you heard his will? Honestly, I thought it was just gonna cause trouble. I just want to leave. That's my honest feelings. As a doctor, I see no value in the departed. Pointless, absolutely pointless. I mean, yeah, I guess his job is to care about the living and not that it's the kind of, it's heartless, but at least it checks out. Were you around 7 when the gun went off? You suspect me? I woke up at 6, as always, and was going through my routine in my room. I warmed with some yoga and gathered my thoughts and meditation. After about an hour, I heard the gunshot. The maid's room is between mine and the library, so that's why I was able to hear the gunshot so well. And after that, I knew someone was heading to the library. The flooring in the hall outside the room creaks, so I can tell when someone passes. I became curious, so I left my room to see what happened. Oh, that is... Okay, that is interesting. Alright, until I became curious. I think the... I knew someone was heading to the library after that. So, let me ask about this, because that is a big thing. Was there anyone that was going down the hall? No one, no mistaking that. Alright. Woke up at 6 a.m. and was in his room until 7 a.m. when he heard a gunshot. Wouldn't know if someone walked by his room. No one did. Are you done? I'd like to get back to my room. Okay, so that's the only evidence I needed from him, it looks like. So, yeah, so no one passed by the room from 6 to 7, and then gunshot. This is not looking good for the maid. I suppose I'll go ask him around a bit longer. Please tell me you have something that will, like, clear your name and the evidence you will give me. Please, I don't want to suspect you. Hi there. What are you doing out here? I wanted to be alone. I suppose getting caught murder over and over would be depressed. Oh, just a little bit, I imagine. Sorry to bother you, but you mind answering a question? I discern that I like to talk to you for a bit. Ask about the case. Tell me what happened this morning up to discovering the murder. As usual, I woke up before 6 o'clock and was cleaning the manor. Around 6 a.m., I believe I saw Master... Interesting. He was in the garden? There was no mistake. Oh, because the thing is here in the gun... We didn't hear the gunshot. We just heard a body drop. So maybe someone picked him up and dropped his body there and then tossed the gun into her room. After that, I fed the koi and cleaned around the pond. Then I heard a bang, a popping noise. I went to go see what it was, and on the way I ran into Mr. Domon. He said the sound came from the library. After that, the body was discovered. Alright, Miss Zena was at the garden feeding the koi. When curious, she headed towards sound. That's also assuming she's telling the truth on that. About the gun. And you really don't know anything about the gun found in your room? I think about it, I may have seen it in the master's room. Could have been a gun from the master's collection. And that's corroborated by others. Like, we've heard that. Please believe me, I never would. Of course, I believe you. Well... Hold up, how do I look at the evidence here? Because if he would know that someone left between 6 a.m. and 7, and he didn't hear anyone, and she left at 6 a.m. to go to the garden, someone's lying here. I really, really hope it's not you that's lying. I'm very worried that she's the one that's lying now. Like, please don't be the one that's lying to me. Like, you have... You're probably my favorite of the people here, besides myself, obviously. And maybe him. He's won me over a bit. I suspected him as a murderer in my case. However, I think he's just a dude that likes tripping balls and like being entertained by weird cases. You gonna see the case? I just don't really... Was there anything... Yeah, there was some stuff that stood out to me. No one passing by his room. So that no one passed between his room between 6 and 7 a.m. But... No, I think you're on the right track, but we should investigate some more. Is there anything else? Miss Mizuno's... Yeah, that's the thing, is that she saw at 6 in the morning. Appears to be in the garden. But there's the thing is like there's two conflicting pieces of evidence with each other right now, and we kind of need to talk about that. And I think he knows. However, I don't think that Ray knows. We know, but we don't know. We know, but we don't know. We know. Like, there's... What? All of them have come into the garden so far. Guessing is fine. Is there anything that stands out to you? Here in the garden, the greenhouse. The scene that frequently go to the greenhouse. Could it be that he was doing something there? And he was talking about, like, you know, the last person that died also went there. Let's see if he went in the greenhouse or not. We can tell that. What? There's a decontamination arc. There's a camera under there. The footage can be checked from the greenhouse console. Let's go check it. Fair. And that's what I was saying we should do last time. We don't. There's a lot of evidence here when we left last time. There's the console. Appears to be control the entire greenhouse. Security footage is also stored here. Saw the footage here at 6 a.m. Can we see the footage from then? Of course, so is. We're about to figure out who's lying. Around 6 should be this. So she told the truth on that. What could he come here so early for? You can see what he's doing from the security footage alone. Are there no other cameras? Appears to just be the one. Did anyone else come in? Might have been someone else to come in. I'm glad he thought of it. Wait, that's us. That footage is us coming in right now. Something the matter? What did you say? I guess it might be baiting me to snap on this. I'm not gonna trust it. Something the matter? Oh, it wants me to take the bait on it. It could have looped over and over. Wait a second, that really doesn't make sense. That's footage of signature. The next thing on the screen is us. Oh. You noticed it and I didn't. I'll give you that. I'll give you props on that. You got shot from the library around 7, so should we be at least see him way before 7? Something strange appears does be happening. This could be the key to solving the case. He's seen entering the greenhouse at 6 a.m. However, he's not seen going outside. He was killed in the library at 7 a.m. He should have been seen leaving by then, but I think he might have been killed here. What did he come here for, and how did he leave here and end up in the library without being seen on camera? We discovered something here in the green. Oh, I told you we should investigate it last time because, like, we just questioned her and then left. However, I think this place holds a huge key to solving this case. Got busy and help. You volunteered to solve the mystery, didn't you? If it becomes a burden, you can always quit. I'll see it through. But when this is all done, I'm gonna have you tell me about the founder's case. I know. It's been 2 days since then. There seems to have been a large seismic shift here. The order might have been completely changed by the time we leave the order. What do you mean? I don't know. You can't just say that and then just say, I don't know. Alright, this statue is what stands out to me the most right now. It reminds me of like the statue from like Oblivion, like where you talk to the Night Mutter from the Dark Brotherhood and whatnot. That's what it reminds me of. What do you think the statue is? Not sure. Some sure of art. It's rather dim. Either way, I'm a little... Oh. Of course not. I did tap around it, but there didn't appear any hollow parts. I see. Okay, at least I didn't lose trust from that. That didn't tell me I don't care about art. Why do you care about this? And I lost trust. The goddess statue, it's very different from the statue of the symbol of glory in Central Park. I'll leave that alone for a bit. The entire greenhouse is made of tempered glass and steel framing without windows. It appears there are no other exit points other than the entrance. Sure, these flowers. Such small, charming flowers, aren't they? Encouragingly, seem to frequent the greenhouse. Maybe they'll come here. They don't seem the type. The great detective hasn't realized it yet. A regular person might notice, but show you know the secret of the flowers. Secret of the flowers. Oh, so this is grass. I was right that this is just grass. Wait, this is? Yes. Oh. No. This material for grass must be fairly dangerous. They aren't that bad. They're still sold as luxury item at specialty stores. What are they? Tobacco flower? Oh. So he just likes inhaling tobacco? People used to light the grass on fire and breathe the smoke. It's poisonous for us, though, in exchange for pleasure. The poison built up in the body. It's only usable in certain places, and full bans are called for yearly. What is it? So then what you're eating? It's only for investigative purposes. So I love how like they know they're all dying and they're still pushing for like tobacco bans. That is kind of funny. By the way, grass typically used different than this, probably. Even though we're about it's quite legal, you just make it legal. We're not having a good investigate. Is that a pencil sharpener? Oh, look at this handle thing. Looking to be small notice on it. When using this handle power is when the lighting system is active. That wouldn't be for the lighting system though. So this handle is to manually open the door in case of emergencies. But what's the lighting system? Alright, let's go check everything out. Reinforced glass appears to have been used, same as the walls. They look to be stronger than they look, probably capable of shooting a bullet. The entrance camera is facing the outside, not inside, above the decontamination arc. There's no way to leave without being recorded. We're not really having a good investigation. Stone towers are beautifully clean, no dirt to be seen. Okay. Let's maybe check the grass some more, I guess. Maybe secure the flowers, secure the flowers. No, I mean the leaves. Wait, this is... Yep. Alright. Maybe snap at this. So they're legal then. For now, they're conditions though. Oh, and then he goes over the condition in the next statement. Okay. Maybe check more of the console. Maybe there's like a power history. The security camera is on. All system we control here, but what does it control? Lighting system. Okay, so this would be maybe how we figure out what the lighting system is. I tried pressing the button, but a password screen prompted. Password is needed to use it. I don't want to cause an error, so I'll leave it alone from now. Maybe the password's stored somewhere? One of the items that controls the greenhouse, its function's unclear, passwords required to activate it. And I think she said only 2 people frequent here. I think it was like the 2 other sons, now one of them is dead. So. Alright, when the lighting system is active. Alright, hit OK on this, and it would be... Alright, I figured that out, I'm smart. The lighting system is what displayed on the console. It was lighting, so I thought I might open the windows, but... Looks like it actually locks the automatic door, so it's more of a... I guess it's more of a power mechanism than it is like a lighting mechanism. Handle for opening the entrance's automatic door, and notice it's open using this handle and power outages, and when the lighting system is... Oh, when the lighting system's active. Oh. Maybe it makes it to where you can't see in here? I guess the UV lighting in order to grow all this stuff then. There's no way to leave without being recorded. Alright. There has to be something in here it wouldn't let me check, I imagine. Could there be something hidden next to here? I wouldn't think so. Where would the wonder that be? Wonder. Please don't make such boring deductions, have high expectations. Oh, it literally just bait to lose trust. Okay, that's uncalled for. Alright, what can I investigate here that's left? Giant stone statue. Well, maybe this, because it talks about how it's different than the symbol of glory. What do you think the statue is? It's rather dim over there. Either way, I have little interest. Oh, okay. It's just more of this. What do you have to say then? Alright, tell the things that stand in the greenhouse are that entrance, console, and the flowers blooming. That's about it. Look closely, not to... Well, good luck. Alright, I guess I'll check the door again. This is the only way that, like, we have a green thing there, so I imagine it's that then. But he can't be seen leaving the greenhouse. So there has to be another entrance, or the power went out. They leave from somewhere else, but from where? Maybe a window? No, there aren't any windows. The entire greenhouse is made of glass, and it's all but sealed. There doesn't appear to be anything like a vent or emergency exit either. There must be one of those secret rooms. There's no doubt that Sukajiro came in here. We have it on tape. He didn't show up leaving, so unless he teleported, he couldn't get to the manor. Maybe the lighting system is, you know... The lighting system controls the secret room being open. Teleportation requires a large sacrifice, death. Don't say such ridiculous things. Teleportation. A sturdy on that door, no one can enter or exit the building without being seen by the surveillance camera. There's no other way in or out of the greenhouse. Alright, so I guess there is something on the flowers, and it was just after both times were greened. So, let's do this. Tobacco. Alright. I know about that. Why would that be? In order to cultivate, you need to pass a strict order inspection, but recently the inspection has become so strict that no one has passed it, so rather than applying, cultivating a secret like this is more convenient. So this flower is being grown illegally. You have to check to see if they passed the application. So this is no ordinary flower. So, yeah, we can safely assume they knew the truth of the flowers. Could there be a hidden exit among the flowers? I think not. Why is that? Because you need to step on the flowers in order to get in, but there are no trampled places, are there? I think there could be another exit. It's good. You're going in the right direction. I think they have it hidden in an unthinkable place. You may have to make a complete 180. Oh. Well, a complete 180 would... I can't make a complete 180 from here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. Let's talk here again, I guess, and see. Green. Okay, it stops on the green text. Maybe they'll come here to take care of the flowers, or maybe to pocket some. By the way, illicit tobacco sold for a pretty high price between heretics. Oh, that would... Okay, that connects to that. I know that for a fact. Like, he did sell some. But got a Jimmy Neutron brain blast there. The stuff from Caesar's journal must have been the tobacco. Maybe he was secret taking leaves and selling them to people he knew. Flowers grown in the greenhouse. Its leaves can be dried to make tobacco and can fetch a high price. Caesar made a secret collect and sold the leaves to acquaintance. So we're dealing... This has gone beyond maybe a serial killer thing. Maybe this is like some mafia or like... I don't know the right word to say it, but like... It's no longer just a serial killer thing. This has purely to do with the drug trade. Like, we're in Breaking Bad business now. Like, this is we're Heisenberging it. Crystal tobacco, are you sure we would be the heretics? Yes, both bootlegging and smuggling are strictly forbidden by the doctrine. Typical order members would never buy smuggle taboo. So if people were to buy it, they'd be heretics. Or at least the ministry would recognize them as heretics immediately. So Caesar was dealing with heretics. Both Yoshi and they freaking come here, so maybe they were too. Although this greenhouse belonged to Kiyomasa Kikuri. Maybe he is a heretic. So maybe he was one doing the illegal growing and smuggling. Could it be that maybe you knew about this all along? No, I've never been here before. They've given so many excuses as why I couldn't come in here. I couldn't force it in either. I didn't think there was something they definitely didn't want to see. Okay, give me a sec. I did think there was definitely something they didn't want me to see though. Okay, I don't know why that was hard to read for a second. Fairly shot myself. This is quite the treasure trove. Yeah, he would love this place. This is definitely a place he would love. This man I've heard some rumor that Kikuris were growing tobacco. Perhaps being the handsome representative was part of your plan all along? Don't glare at me like that. It is true, I did hear fairly reliable rumors about Kiyomasa's activities. That he was committing some sort of crime. Then why didn't you do anything about it till now? All the people like him have countless rumors, including entirely fictional ones. You can't investigate the head of a nationally influential company on the basis of rumors. That would be true, because it's just simply, you have someone wealthy, you have a lot of people want to take him down, you have a lot of people, he lives in secret too, so it's easy to make rumors up about him. So it would be, I guess, fair to say that you can't investigate every rumor, because then you'd just be investigating him 24/7 and whatnot. It's a good find. It was quite insightful to leave things to you. I think this is all I can investigate. It's almost time. Let's head outside. Well, it's time to go to the meeting, I guess. I don't know if I have enough evidence to solve who did it, but apparently we do. Or either that or we're about to be investigating some more. Did you find the answer for why Skijiro came here at 6 in the morning? Probably to do something with the tobacco. He was here for no reason. He had no reason to come here when they're all fighting about the will and so early. Not that I don't, because you want the grass, like my body, like so much. Like, you want it. I'm not giving it to you either. And even then, the lack of record of him leaving the greenhouse is troubling. And the gunshot was unmistakably from the manor, so he must have gotten back to the mayor by 7. Be it by someone bringing him there or him going on his own will. Either way, he left the greenhouse without being seen by a camera. Like, the lighting system might be to make it toward... Oh, if someone's buying it, you turn on the lighting system. That way, they don't have any evidence for you buying these smuggled goods. That way, you can get away with it, and then you turn it back on. And the lighting system's like the disguise for it. And so, it's the handle to like, hey... When the lighting system's turned on, you crank the automatic door so you could leave without there being the power, and then you would turn it back on, and then the family member would then leave. That way there's nothing suspicious on the video. That's what I'm thinking now. But how? I don't know. Would it be okay if I look around the greenhouse a bit longer? May find some other clue or hint. Of course. As long as you're not late, you're free to do as you wish. Thank you. Alright then, is he going to be investigating with us still, or are we on our own now? The backside of the greenhouse, there's a hedge and a fence here. Doesn't appear to be anything, and it's narrow. Nobody would come here. Well, the fact... This immediately caught my eye. Yeah. This is part of the book. And this string was also... Why is there 2 knots then? This is one big bookmark if there's 2 knots. No, it's nothing. Oh, was there string part of it? Evidence. Yeah, bookmark string. So it is the exact same one. It's not like... Okay, I was on the right track, just wrong evidence. The color on this isn't it. Really? That's uncalled for. Let me look at the other evidence. Evidence set. So it wouldn't be part of that. I can't... Well, I guess I don't have anything for this, even though I think I know what it is. What is it? I've seen this color stream before. No, you haven't, because it's a different color. Could it be? I'll reinvestigate that later, I guess. There isn't anything out of the norm around here. Cherry mirror is visible here. Where would that be? Maybe I need to figure out where that would be by snapping. Doesn't seem anything out of the norm. Why'd you question it if you don't want me to ask, like, answer, look at the question? You head right to the manor, heading straight to here. Where are we relative to the manor? Could that window be... Would that be the library window? Okay, I finally got something right while investigating this. So open window, the one in the library. Oh, so the library's right here. It appears so. There's shoes. I didn't notice, but inside, those are definitely Skajira's shoes. Oh, it's shoot. Oh, we didn't have shoes on either, I think, when he went in there. Shoe was left under the library window. They belong to him. Wait, let me re-look at the case record. Let me look at the evidence. I don't believe he had shoes on. Oh, I can't look. I can't tell from there, but it looks like it just is socks on. Alright, let me... With the ground, no shortage of weeds. Let me check in here. The wall of the greenhouse you're investigating is exactly opposite of the entrance. There's a cluster of bamboo growing here separating the manor from the greenhouse. So I guess this string is important? String. I've seen this color stream before. Where... I kind of want to go out there with it, but I don't believe it's that. Maybe it's this? Maybe I do get it right this time? No, it's nothing. Oh. What's the evidence? This string looks to be caught on the hedge. What is it? I've seen this color stream before. All right, I'll try bookmark string on this and see what happens. So anyways, the color's wrong, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna do this real quick. All right. Let me go out there with it. Let me see if it's on his corpse and see if this... No, it's nothing. I'm at a loss here. I know there's something here. This isn't evidence. Maybe he was caught on something. Let's try this, maybe? It's not... Okay, that is not the same color. That is... No. You're not doing that to me. That is not... No. That is not the same color fiber. No, that is brown and this is red. That is the exact same as the bookmark. That is not the same color as this color. You're not doing this to me. That is... No, that's wrong. That is completely wrong. It would seem so... No. Emma's clothing was torn up. Could it be that maybe it was caught on this and got torn? That's the only explanation I can think of. However, the space between the hedge and greenhouse walls is super narrow. Why would he be walking around a place like this? Maybe he left the greenhouse from around here. What do you mean? A back door. Maybe there's a secret entrance. There must be a hidden door around here. It's quite an interesting theory, but no matter how hard we look, there's anything that could be a door. But if there's a badge door here, it could be without showing on the camera. The string says that there's an exit somewhere. The throw was found in the hedge behind the greenhouse. The fibers match the color, so could these indicate a secret entrance to the greenhouse? You cannot tell me that that is not like that is red. That is bright red. That is the same color as. I think that's even the same like image of the thing on the ground in like her room that we found. I don't think there's a difference. But look at that. It's time. Huh? Do you know murder Tsukijiro? No, not yet. Well, the meaning is just for time about inheritance, not necessarily about finding the perpetrator. Yoshi and the others might not be intended that. Could you evade the pursuit and reach the truth? Let us see the great detective in action. Let the class trial begin, you know, the battle for hope and despair. Second inheritance meeting's about to begin. Even I have no idea how it would turn out. I can say this. I have no desire to get caught up in anything else, so the correct answers must reveal themselves. But, am I really up to the task? That is a real, like, good question. Are you up to the task, Ray? Because I don't know. Part of me doesn't think so. Like, I'm not up to the task, I know that much. I don't fully know what's, like, going on here. I don't know who did it. I can tell you he didn't die in the library because we didn't hear the gunshot, we just heard it bang. The second meeting about to begin. I will act as ministry moderator. I am impartial in the matter, or when I hear truth. When this meeting adjourns, I'll make a final decision, so I encourage cordial debate. Let us begin. There is but one topic at hand. Are some among you not worthy of concurring in family inheritance? Okay, that's uncomfortable. Just go for Mizuno like that. How is she not worthy? No, she didn't. Thus, making her hair banish her. I haven't done anything. This race should be made the culprit. She didn't do it. There's multiple pieces of evidence to back that up. Oh, is this entire thing just proving your innocence? This entire in the crime or situation and the situations of the people nearby. But again, prove Mizuno couldn't have killed. We do have some issues though on what was Mizuno doing at the scene of the crime. So this and the doctor's test, like, Mizuno and Miyabi's alibi go against each other. Like, those two details just go against each other. Because he didn't hear anyone leaving after 6 a.m. and he would because, like, she would be out there. She was upon the garden. She couldn't shoot Tsukijiro. But she could if there was a back entrance, she could have done it. Was a testimony of somebody who's nearby. If her testimony alone is just going to be denied as a lie, there should be other testimonies that back this up. Somebody near the crime scene said something curious. Woke up at 6 a.m. when he was in the room until he already got shot. But no, if someone walked by his room, no one did. But the thing is like hers is... She left at 6 a.m. is the key thing. I feel like we're missing something important with these two testimonies, because if I add his, I mean, I imagine this one's right. Yeah, but that doesn't... Those two can conflict with each other. In order to get to the library, they must pass Shitori's room, but I have that no one passed. Mizuno didn't go to the library. Unless, actually no, his room is in between. His room is in between hers and the library. I thought it was Mizuno's was in between the library and his. So he would hear someone walk past to the library, so she didn't go in that direction. She could have done that. However, from this testimony, this conclusion we can draw is this. So I guess that does prove her innocence, I guess. Oh, that was a lot louder than I expected, that correct thing. But that was a bit louder than I thought it was going to be. When the gunshot went off, she was feet in the koi. It couldn't have been her. She's the one, she could be lying. She's undoubtedly lying. It's not a lie. He was already awake, going through the routine. Someone passed the room, he would have clearly heard the it's not possible to reach the library with going down the hall. Now his testimony that no one went down it. His posture is broke. He's in so much shock his posture broke. Yes, I did say that. Now we're Makoto maxing again. Her alibi's true, she could have been at the scene of the crime. Well, we only have proof that she didn't. That is the thing. The window was open. She was outside, and she went around back and shot from that window. Isn't that right? Fire from the outside. I haven't even thought of that. That's true. It could be done from the outside too. Wait, if you're shot from, then this would be different. That's obviously inconsistent with the truth. The police have proven that evidence is. He was shot. What evidence is there to prove it? That wouldn't prove it. But was not killed. None of these completely prove it, because if he was shot from the outside, then the room being locked wouldn't prove anything. Or because they could have, if they shot from the outside, they bring it back in, and they just toss the gun there. Like, there's no proof. I guess it might be this. That's not it. How was his body positioned? Oh, yeah, because it felt, well, yeah, the blow from the shot would, like, you know, how should I word this right? It would push him forward, I guess it was from the window. That's important here. The body orientation. That's it. What's important is the direction his body fell in. He was shot in the right eye. The bullet didn't pierce through, so we say he had to be shot from the... That's not what I was going with, but, you know, correct answer and whatnot. The victim was facing the window at the time the gunshot then. He would have fallen face up towards the wall. But when he was found, his head was positioned towards the window. So he couldn't have been shot from the window. Double whammy. Oh, hi there. I would like to speak. There's something I was wondering about. Stated that he could tell someone passed in front of his room, but I sure would. That statement feels off. If that's true, then how did the victim... We know that. He entered through the window. But the truth is, he died in the library, so what I'm trying to say is, his testimony is unsuitable evidence. I know you're a truther, at least right now. Something that you may not notice him go down the hall, but the fact that you may not have noticed makes your testimony faulty. There could be a possibility you didn't notice the perpetrator as well. Yeah, like we know for a fact because of the library outer window. We know the shoes were on the outside and all that stuff. What's important here is the shoes outside the window were his. So we know he went into the room on his own, or at least was kind of like doing stuff outside at the very least, especially now that that string that I don't think that is not the same color as his clothes whatsoever. I'm not going to be gaslit into thinking that. So that plus the shoe was him being out there. Came in through the window, not the hall. So this would speak against Dr. Shitori's testimony being faulty. Came in from the outside. He was seen going to the garden by Miss Mizuno at around 6. A testimony is false to begin with. No, at the same time, he showed up in the security greenhouse camera. He appeared to have some reason to go to the greenhouse. There's one thing bothering me about that testimony. Mr. Witness Detective, check the security footage. There should be a bit of truth picked up on. There was a huge cutout of stuff. He wasn't shown leaving. He wasn't shown leaving the greenhouse. I just checked for myself. For some reason, you're shown entering the greenhouse but not leaving. Also, I believe you already know this, but there's no way to leave the greenhouse on the automatic door. Well, assuming that's true. That sprite artwork kind of goes hard, not gonna lie. How do you interpret this oddity? If you never set one foot out of the greenhouse, it would flip the whole case upside down, don't you think? That make the maid's alibi irrelevant. She could be the perpetrator. So it was Mizuno. Explain that. Well, I need to know what the lighting system is. How did he head to the manor without showing up in the security footage? That's the main issue with the case. But I should reach the answer by carefully putting the gathered pieces together. That's a lot of locks. I don't know if I'm going through all those locks, but the article that I don't believe this is true whatsoever on it being his, but we'll go with it. We'll just go with it. We'll say you're right or whatever, we'll just take your word. The thread is the same. I could be colorblind and just this is how I find out too. That also could be a possibility. And I really hope that's not the case. I really hope it's them that's run up me always being colorblind. What's the proof that this fabric was from him? It would be from his clothes. What's important here is the hem of the clothes is ripped. Alright, because those both would go with it, I imagine. He was walking in behind the greenhouse for some reason. So there has to be a secret entrance or something. Unlock. What entrance did he use? The door he used was the manual handle. But actually, no, that'd be how he opened it. He would have to go out that door using the manual handle. Which I imagine the lighting system disabled. There was only one door to the greenhouse, the automatic one. In that case, he couldn't have left through the automatic door. Okay, I'm glad to know the talking now is not me hearing myself. It's the music playing, because that was freaking me out last time we had a meeting where I thought it was me hearing a reflection of myself. There's only one door facing the garden. There isn't one to the back. How did he get through the back? Probably the lighting system? Alright, by using that system. These are both making a lot of assumptions here. We'll go with this, I guess. The entire greenhouse rotates. That's it, there's no automatic door on the back. Then you simply move the door itself. The greenhouse must be made to do that. By the lighting system on the console. The lighting system must be efficient to let sunlight into the greenhouse. It is to rotate the greenhouse allowing the most sunlight for the season or the time. Those are gigantic. That's a gigantic leap going. There's no secret entrance because the entire building rotates. That's a huge assumption. It would check out what the lighting system means if that's the case, and why you would need a password control and do all that stuff, and why there'd be the thread near the hedges. But that is also a gigantic leap, I feel like. If you can't leave into the greenhouse, returns to the front, the stereo won't work. No, that couldn't be because of what was written there. Yeah, the manual handle. So they just used the manual handle to leave. It still doesn't explain why the camera wouldn't pick it up, but... Open this door. Power outages when the lighting system is active. So when the greenhouse rotates, it is possible to go through that door. When the system is active, the automatic door most likely locks. So you would need to open the door manually with it. So how'd it close then? And how'd it get back? From these testimonies, the conclusion we could draw is this. But there's still missing stuff, like, out there on how the entrance rotate back. Also, he did say you need to do a complete 180 on the entrance thing, so yeah, he knew. Like, the minister of Inugami, I think is... I don't know why I forgot his name for a second. Inugami, he must have known something if he said you have to do a complete 180 on this entrance thing. How would you? The greenhouse rotates. What does that mean? The greenhouse is a lighting system. The lighting system does what the name implies, direct sunlight to the plants, meaning the building itself can rotate 180 degrees. This automatic system is active. The automatic door is locked and you can't get in. However, someone's already inside, they might end up trapped, so the door can be opened with the manual handle. If you open the door via manual handle and exit with greenhouse rotated, you can exit and go to the manner of being seen by the camera in the arc. So how did it rotate back though? That's the question now. What proof do I have? I have proof. There was some fabric caught in the hedge where it rotated. This is from his clothes that were caught in the branch and torn by the hedge. Why would he go to a place no one ever goes near? It's the perfect proof he rotated the greenhouse and exited. So now how did it rotate back? Why would he go through all that trouble and get to the library? I want to hear a good reason for that. He's a victim. Why would he be doing anything that's suspicious? That's most likely because these are all huge assumptions. To kill Yoshi? To increase his inheritance? What, kill me? Why do you get to the library to kill me? Well, that's... Oh, it's gonna be killing... To kill Mizuno. Probably was trying to use the greenhouse camera to make an alibi. By leaving record enter the greenhouse at 6 and not exiting, we could have believed that would be proof that he was in there the entire time. In reality, he rotated the greenhouse, left the library and headed. Greenhouse left and headed towards the library with the intent to murder Miss Mizuno. He was intending to murder Miss Mizuno using a gun. Is it true that the gun in the library was from your father's room? Oh yeah. Oh, and that's why he was there. He most likely took the gun then. There were the people made in the back of the library bookshelves. The people is poured into Miss Mizuno's room. People. Really? I saw his brother's no mistake in it. But she was in the garden at the time, so she avoided being killed. And then Tsukushima was in turn murdered by someone else. Wait a second, what you're saying doesn't make sense. Tried to kill Mizuno, but he was killed instead. Then wouldn't that make Mizuno the culprit? It's not her because she was in the garden. No, that can't be. When the gun was fired, Miss Mizuno was in the garden. That maid could just be saying that maybe she was actually in her room. There's no mistake she wasn't. Otherwise, she would have run in the Mishitoria when she left her room. Sure, she came down the hall from the opposite direction. She was simply shot to death from an empty room. Well, that is true. We do have the trap situation. Was I right about this? Wait, you made a great mistake? What? What's up? What are you thinking? Could it be that you see it? The truth of this case? I just got it. The one who shot... Nobody. It wasn't anyone. He was shot despite no one be there? No. Yeah, because we have nobody pulled the trigger. It was a trap. Yeah. It was the rat trap I was talking about. He was shot dead by a trap step in advance. Trap meant to shoot someone in the face is hard to imagine. Do you have an idea? Oh, please don't make me have to remember it. Please don't make me have to remember what it's called. I don't. The trap that took it. If I line up all the pieces together, I should be able to see the trap. Let's go each. Okay, so. Okay, I have to piece it together. I don't have to like spell it out or anything. I don't have to play no Hangman's Gambit. What was the weapon used? It was the ringer. I am glad that I got the trap thing right. Because at least I don't seem like completely stupid. I know something, even though I've lost a lot of trust throughout this entire case. There is one thing I got right. That it was the mousetrap thing that I don't. It's like it's a Ruth something machine. I think I almost said Ruth Bader Ginsburg machine, which is definitely. I don't think she would have had a trap like she might have invented this. I don't think it was, but it's a sub machine. Where would the gun have been placed? Probably in the people in the maid's room. Because it would have been fired behind there. So then this goes in the this thing goes in the Mizuno did it. So it had been set up in her room. So she could have set up the trap and then left and then have a complete perfect alibi. There's a peephole in the library bookshelf connected to her room. If positioned in Mizuno's bookshelf by the people, it could have killed him. Unlock. What did Tsukujiro try to use from the library to kill? Oh, the revolver. In order to take aim at her in the next room over, he used something. Oh. What did he try to use from the library? I guess the peephole on the library side. I would imagine he would try to use the revolver, but that would, I guess, be the first piece, is figuring out how the people did it. I don't know who made it or when, but he appeared to have known about it. So he entered the library intending to shoot Mizuno through the people. Alright, and what was the switch had to be? The trap, the bookmark. Drawing everything, I can come up with a theory, the bookmark string. Is it... What? It seems to be close. That it had to link with his movements. He pulled the book, which would pull the book string. Am I just thinking like one too much in advance or something? Can't be doing this to me, game. What did he do with that book? He took the book off the shelf, which would pull the string and do it. So I guess I just thought too far ahead, or like one too far ahead. There'd be a book blocking the hole, so you'd have to move that. He'd put his eye up to the hole as he pulls the book. But the book was a switch, so he was shot in the eye. Like that, I got punished for knowing too much, I guess. The book, that was a switch, and the gun still haven't been linked yet, and that's because of the bookmark string. See, I was just thinking too far ahead. It's messed up. The bookmark string left in Mizuno's room. The bookmark string in the book was tied to the trigger of the gun. The end being tied into a loop is also proof of it. The bookmark string used as the trap switch is very short and is cut. This was the marker from that book. That is true. Got from these testimonies. Those aren't testimonies, but we'll go with that, right? Like, we'll go with that, I guess, even though all this is just stuff at the scene. It is just the gray man from the Danganronpa cases again. Is it gonna actually fill him in when it starts doing the whole stuff like, oh, this is the great reveal of who is where, and is it gonna fill him in just like Danganronpa as well? Is this what we're doing, Kadaka? The gray man is the most evil white person in fiction, apparently, like, cause he's just responsible for everything bad in a lot of games. Like, he's multiversal in everything. I know the type of trap that killed. Great, let's hear it then. Let's hear your elegant theory. After leaving the greenhouse, he entered the library via the window. And to look through the peephole in Miss Mizuno's room, he went to pull out a book. However, that book was the trigger to set off the killer's trap. The marker from that book was connected to the gun in the other room through the hole. In the gun, the ringer was set flush with the other side of the hole, and when he pulled the trigger, the marker string pulled the trigger, and the bullet was fired, hitting Tsukijiro. Got hit in the right eye just as he was trying to peer into the peephole. And so, now we have questions on who set the trap and everything, because now Mizuno is very suspicious in it. There's no way. Why is he acting like he did it? Oh, why are you admitting that? You could have trapped Mizuno if you just simply didn't say anything. This man tried to make Mizuno to be a culprit knowing it wasn't her. I see, so he's not confessing to it, he's just simply saying he could have had her cornered. If someone were to try and look at the hole, they would be killed. The problem is who did it, who was it that set the trap. The gun was set on the main bookshelf. The answer is clear, the culprit must have been. I mean, it paints you very close to doing that. So you're saying that you were in the room not knowing there was a trap in it? It's the truth. I don't believe it too hard. To wish you wouldn't notice. People will stand between two books. Serious side for not seeing the trap then. The neutral witness sure side of one person a lot. I think she'd be the most. That is kind of true. She is the most suspicious right now. I'm only saying that could have been anyone that set the trap up. I don't think it's fair to make Miss Mizuno out to be the scapegoat. That is a good. Well, at least anyone could have set up while she was out of the room. At least he's siding with me on that. I do think that she is impartially the most suspicious person to set up the trap, considering it is her room. However, anyone could have done it. Someone cast her right now. I don't give any of that inherence to that woman. Oh. That's did he just kill him with the hammer, or? It's fine, it didn't hit him that hard. However, how are we gonna continue the meeting? Wasn't sure. Oh, so he just knocked him out cold and he's like, "Oh, we're done here." The third Kikuri family meeting in Harrods shall. Oh, I butchered the crap out of that. Holy crap. The third Kikuri family inheritance meeting shall start an hour earlier tomorrow. After all, the time limit is tomorrow at 12. Let's begin an hour before then. Well then, let's break for now. The second Kikuri family inheritance meeting is adjourned. Thank you all. Well, the second meeting is done. And yeah, we've made it this far. I still don't know who the culprit is, and sadly, Mizuno is getting painted in a not so the best light where she is now the most likely to set the trap. But the second Kikuri family inheritance meeting was adjourned. I gathered a greater part of what happened here, but the one who carried out Sugijura's murder is still a mystery. Who could have? Glancing at everyone standing up, I sat there unable to move for a bit, and I found myself alone in that hall. Oh, hi, where have you guys been? You did great, Ray. So I think you'd actually have a knack for detective work. I would just say it's thanks to the power of revelation. It would have ended without me being able to do anything if I was alone. Saw it. Hi. Door sliding shut. Hi. What is it? What is it, Miss Mizuno? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Were you speaking with someone? No. They disappeared fast. That definitely is playing into the whole, like, they're not real and they're in my head theory. Seeing I've hit themselves there, it's a relief. Hi. But still, the meeting was rough and everyone was out to get you, but yeah, I stuck up with you. Why would you do that? Not sure, I don't really know myself, but the words just flowed out of me naturally. Couldn't just stand there and let it happen. It seemed like you would start confessing even though you didn't do it. The one that should be confessing would have gotten... Oh, yeah, the one that should have been confessing would have gotten away with it if she did it. I see what you're trying to say. That would be unforgivable. The person that killed me just going on with life with no consequences. That most likely culprit, Kashiro Inugami. But for someone like me, can you stop the someone like me thing? I don't deny the truth just because it's someone like me. It doesn't matter who it is, you should express yourself. Status or environment are irrelevant, you're no different than them, right? With someone like me, you said it again. Really, it seems putting myself down has become a habit. Any more pride yourself, fight this absurd situation. Listen, last time we trusted someone, the last route, Ku turned out to be, like, he turned out to be pretty crazy. Well, not Ku himself, but the person who Ku really was. You've also been fighting, haven't you? And I'm still fighting. Like, what's absurd is being murdered and come back so... You just told her to shut up. That's messed up. Is someone there? Oh no, I meant the world needs to shut up. Anyway, would you mind spending some time with me? Spend time with you. I still don't know who the murderer was that set the trap in your room. I took around Kiyomatsu's room to flush them out. Oh, I see. That either she's falling for us or she's suspicious. One or the other. I don't know which it is at this point, considering that we might also be the first one to not be abusive towards her in like multiple years. A couple were sneaking in the Kiyomatsu room to steal the gun. They might have left some clues behind. Please help me with the investigation. You're saying, but someone like me again. Okay, I used to frequently go to the master's room, so I might notice if anything is different. Room is this way, I'll lead you there. Thank you. Like, let's see. What time is it? 11? I might take a short break real quick, because I was probably going to take a break like 2 hours into the stream, but then about an hour-ish in, I had the whole power flickering thing where my power went off and on 4 or 5 times in a matter of like 2 seconds. Let me save real quick. I haven't made it back in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna probably go grab just a, like, I need more water, so I need to go grab that, like, real quick. And then I'm trying to think on do I want to go for the rest of the route in this, or do I want to end it? Not end it. I'm trying to think of the right way to word it. Part of me's thinking on finishing it next time around, starting the new route on, I believe it's Sunday. So I do have Hades tomorrow that I am going to be doing. I've been going, let me see how long I've been going for. About 3:30. I think for now I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm going to just call it for now and do Hades for a bit longer tomorrow, and then go for like hopefully a good while on Sunday and do this route and start, like, depending on how much longer this route has, go deep into the next one as well. Because I don't want it to end up kind of like the last time. I got deep into the science route in just one go, and it was like a good long bit into it before I stopped it, and it was like an hour and a half short. I want to be able to come in, just hopefully. I imagine we probably have like another 4 hours left-ish. Finish it in about the 4 hours, and that way the stream after that one, I could start a route from scratch and hopefully go the entire way in one go. That's my current plan. And so I'm going to play Hades for the very first time tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I will do the rest of this route. And then that way, the stream after that, I'm either going to be very early into the next route to where I can do it mostly, hopefully, in one go. Well, I'm starting on 5, so maybe I can do a lot of the route. I'll always finish the route depending on how quick it is. I'll either get someone into the next route or like do all, like, as much as I can of the next route, because I'll be starting at like 5. But thank y'all for watching. Sorry for the interruption in the middle of it. I do not know what the hell happened there. I still don't know, but I'll find out eventually. By the way, I'm now posting schedules stuff on Twitter, so you can follow that, check that out, whatever. And whatever random other stuff I decided to post there. I've never really used it before, and so I don't know what I'm going to be doing there. But thank y'all for watching. I hope you have a great one, and take care.